Hey guys, how are you? Welcome to Squadron's Wednesday Night Live. If it weren't for technical difficulties, I don't know what we would do around here. Sorry for the little bit of a late start. And last week it was me and our technical difficulties here with our camera and microphone. Tonight it's Ben. He can't get his microphone to work, or actually his microphone works, but he can't hear us. So, I guess we could bring him in anyway, and it might be kind of fun. He can try to imagine what we're saying and respond accordingly. Could be for some good laughs. But anyway, we got Tom with us tonight. Of course, Jeff's with us, and we're going to have a really, really good night of show and tell. I seem like I say this every month, but the show and tell just keeps getting better. I always worry, ever so slightly, that you guys are going to run out of models to send or whatever, not get done with them. And I always wonder, are we always going to be able to do a show and tell each month, or is it going to turn into a bi-monthly or a quarterly thing? And you guys just always turn out and surprise me. So again, tonight, huge showing. We got a little bit of everything tonight. So it's going to be really good. We've got, like I said, it's a really long show, so I do want to go ahead and get started. Someone go ahead and pull my buddy Jeff in. Where are you? There's you. You're not there. There you are.
There I am.
How are you?
I'm frantic.
Hey, we should get shirts. Frantic.
Crazy, chaos, crazy.
There you go. Now we got a lot of guys here tonight.
Yeah, we had a little technical difficulties backstage there, so I was trying to get that.
You think you got it worked out?
I think we do. We'll know here soon enough.
We'll find out in a minute.
I'm either the hero or the heel. So.
Well, I guess if it works, Ben, you should be able to hear us now. Give us a thumbs up if you can hear us. I don't see any thumbs up.
No.
Oh, there's a thumbs up. All right. We're going to have a full house tonight. Well, Jeff, it's been a good week. A lot of things going on. Busy week. Just like I was talking a moment ago, I always worry a little bit. It's like, man, what if we don't have a big turnout for the show and tell? And sometimes I carry that same thought over to the website, specifically about new product releases. It's like, it's always great when we get new products in, and sometimes it seems like we have a lot. Sometimes it seems like maybe we don't have quite as much. But just today, I want to pull up the website real quick before we jump into the show and tell. So many new things that have been announced recently that we just got put up. Most excited about this one, I think. A20G Havoc from HKM Edward, the new HE brand. That's going to be great. Those go on pre-sale, I think, Friday. We might have them up for order tomorrow. I'm not sure. Either tomorrow or Friday. All sorts of new mini art stuff. But if you go to, and this is not a section of the website we talk about very much, under browse, not pre-orders, but kit announcements. This is where we put things that we know are coming, but we don't quite have the release date or the price yet. There are so many kits that we just put in here just today. Here's another one that's going to be a home run.
Yep.
Look at this. ICM, Lockheed Hudson. Very excited. I mean, This was a surprise out of left field, Jeff. Were you expecting this?
I was not. And I believe this is the first time we've seen a Hudson in 48 scale. I know we've seen the Ventura and the Harpoon, which are similar styles, right. but yeah, the early the early Lockheed Hudson. Yeah, this is exciting, and coming from ICM, it's really good to see that they're still chugging along and turning out new stuff.
Okay, so that's some cool stuff from ICM. They got all sorts of other stuff to see too, but where I wanted to get to, you see a bunch of new TACM stuff, a bunch of new Ryefield stuff on the way. Drammy models. This is the new face, if you will, of Dragon models now owned by Zimmy. So you're going to see this is the first handful of releases that they've got coming. I know some of them are already headed our way. I couldn't tell you exactly which ones will be first, but they've even got a really wacky one that I'm kind of weirdly excited about. They've redone the Leopold and put it on Tiger 2 chassis. So it's hey, whatever. So they're going to try some new things. That's neat. And then finally, what I wanted to get to was all the new Airfix releases. And you'll see these, all sorts of new airplanes. The new Saracen, had a lot of people asking for this. The 24 scale Hellcat that you saw in our booth at Nationals, we've got that listed up. All sorts of stuff from them. Trumpeter's got a few new items on the way. Border, just all sorts of stuff. So on this section, you, like I said, you can't actually pre-order them, but what you can do is, and we would please ask you to do this, go in, type your email address in this box, hit add me to waiting list. If it's something you're interested in, it helps us gauge interest, and things that we have more interest in, we're going to get them in here faster. So, and one thing in particular I want to mention on the front page under new products, these 3 items, the first 2 for B-24s, but specifically I want to mention this. I've had a lot of people asking for the Catalina correction tail for the new Edward release, which is a rebox of the old monogram kit. Res Kit makes this, and we are going to be getting these, but they are, let's just say, they're not the cheapest thing around. You're going to pay roughly the same price for this, actually maybe even a little bit more than the actual kit itself. They're going to be about $100, maybe 80. Somewhere between 80 and $100. I think the MSRP is just over 100, and we're selling it for just under 90, I think. But we're going to have those listed up for pre-order tomorrow. But again, if that's something you're interested in, let us know, because we just need to make sure we get you one if it's something that you do want for that kit.
Yep. And as a note, this does require surgery. You do have to chop the tail off the kit. And add the replacement. So
and that's the original kit parts down on the bottom, and that's what you're replacing it with. So it is a possible thing, but it's not a snap fit type of deal by any means. But if you're interested in that, you probably already know more about it than I do. But I just wanted to let you know that we're going to have those, and we'll start selling those tomorrow.
That's part of the crazy part of this job, and I'm sure you'll agree. There is so much stuff that comes through the pipeline. And when you're doing this as a hobbyist, if you're a 1/350th ship guy, you're kind of got the blinders on, and oh, look, there's a new 1/350th ship, or there's some new part. But when you're doing this on the business side, everything that comes through the pipeline is just the volume of stuff is so tremendous. And all these new kits and all these new announcements. So it's really exciting, but at the same point in time, it's really difficult to kind of keep track of it all.
And there's always something.
Yeah. And I find, like even with show and tell, how many times is Jeff going to be motivated to build something?
Well, wait till you see what we've got in store tonight. We got a lot of good stuff to see. So, well, as you guys, if you join us each week, you probably know by now that on show and tell night, we don't really spend too much time saying hello to each individual person in the chat. So I'm just going to go ahead and say hello to everybody. Next week, we are going to try to focus on the chat. We're going to have one of our, I think we used to call them Q&A nights. It's just going to be unscripted, just whatever you guys want to talk about. We'll make sure to say hello to everybody, see what you guys are up to, but that's what next week's going to be about. But tonight, we've got a lot of models to look at. So let's bring in our good buddy, Tom. How are you, Tom?
Doing well. How's it going?
Oh man, we're just doing good.
We're trying.
Looking for a good night.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened to Ben. He disappeared again. So if he shows back up, we'll bring him in, and if not, look at that. There he is. Hey, Bowen Gibby. How are you, buddy?
Doesn't sound like he's got.
Yeah, I don't think he can hear us. So we'll, if you get yourself ready, give us a thumbs up and we'll bring you in.
Gwen is his Norwegian name, by the way.
There you go. The funny part is he probably doesn't know that he misspelled his name, and he doesn't know that we were talking about him because he can't hear us.
Not yet, anyway.
Oh man! All right. Well, I hope that my microphone sounds okay. I've got a new little system here, and on my end, I'm distorting. So I hope I don't sound like I'm distorting on your end. Okay.
No, it's weird because everyone's saying in the chat that they can't hear me, which is cool. That's quite unusual. But I've got everything maxed right out. I've got everything at 100 here. So maybe you have the master controller and you can kind of give it a little nudge there.
There you go. Well, if we're good, we're going to get started. So first off, this is a little special for me in that I've got a model myself in the show and tell. But what's more exciting to me than that is my son Emmett. Last week we talked about he was building a Porsche 911 GT3 RS. Yeah, Porsche 911. Mm-hmm. I told him, I said, you better give me the box because if I say it wrong, you're gonna smack me. But this is I don't know if Craig's in here tonight, but Craig, he finally got it done. So I gave him that poker chip that you wanted to pass along to him. So he really appreciated that. He had a big smile on his face. So I think he really appreciated that. But before we get to Emmett's build, my younger son, Beckham, who is 10 now, he decided he wanted to start building models. Oh. And Craig, you're going to like this one if you're in here tonight. He started with your new 35th scale Fukui Raptor, little dinosaur kit.
All right.
And there he is. So he wants to try out the airbrush. He saw his big brother doing the airbrush and thinks that's a lot of fun. So he's picked him out some Squadron Colors Dinosaur Series colors, and he's gonna see what he can get done with this thing. But it's a fun little kit. I think it's funny they put these little human. I don't know, what would you call that, Jeff?
Like the cardboard cutouts.
Yeah, a little profile, but it's plastic. Yeah,
that's cool.
Well, that's to determine if the dinosaur is capable of eating you or not. It's to kind of put it into perspective, I mean, if the paper cutout was like 4 times the size of the dinosaur, you really don't have to worry about it being much of a threat. But when it's the same size as a grown man, he's probably going to eat you.
Yeah, I wouldn't want that thing running at me. Look at that.
No.
That doesn't sound like any kind of fun.
No. I think I need to get one just to keep people off my lawn, though.
Oh, it's super cool.
My dogs are too lazy. I need one of these.
Well, this kit is ready to sell. It's out, but they've got the other one, the Fukui Saurus.
Yes,
which is another variant. Looks kind of similar, I guess. But
from what the Tamiya guys told me, they were basically the same dinosaur that at some point in their evolution, one went to carnivore and one went to herbivore. But they shared a lot of the same attributes.
I got you. Well, cool. Well, I'm excited that he decided he wanted to put one of these together, and I'm looking forward to seeing him get it painted. So good job, son. He was telling me what colors he wanted to paint it with, so it's going to be a very cool paint scheme when he gets done. So we will see that hopefully next month.
Blue and purple, red, green.
We'll see. All right, and then next, this is Emmett's Porsche 911 that
he finished it.
He did. He got it done.
This model has been built in the truck on the way up to Nationals, in the hotel room, in the actual National vendor hall, in the vendor room, and at home. That's
dedication.
He got it done though.
Looks great.
Looks nice.
And so he really wanted to use, as he calls it, Mama's paint. So he was going through the paint rack, trying to decide. He wanted to do it red. He wanted to do a matte finish.
Yeah, same.
You know what color that ended up being, Jeff?
That's a Star Wars color, I think.
It is Red 1.
Yep.
Red 1. Okay, cool.
So I would never have thought that Star Wars Red 1 would look so good on a car, and
looks pretty damn cool.
I think he knocked it out, and the gold wheels to go along with it. Oh, and Craig, if you're watching, he specifically wanted me to let you know that yes, the red is Squadron colors, but everything else is Tamiya. Yeah, he's a big fan of your LP paints because I didn't realize this until he started using them, that they paint very, very well with a brush. Mm-hmm. So
there you go.
Yep.
That looks cool.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So he's hooked. He's got him a stash already started. And
Absolutely.
Well, it was only natural. I mean, now you just got to get Journey working on stuff. And
oh, don't worry. Guess which model she got is her first model.
The Assault Penguin.
It's probably an assault duck.
If she knew about that model, she probably would have picked that. Yep. But no, she got the AMT Mustang with the My Little Pony decals.
Oh well.
Oh yeah.
Perfect.
Yep. So yeah, she actually saw that. It was in my office. I was going to take pictures of it for the website and everything. And she came in. She's like, "What's that?" She's like, "Well, this isn't going back to the shop."
Nope.
Mine.
It's going to be mine.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, good deal, son. Good job on that. Looking forward to seeing. I think he's going to work on a Ducati next. He's also got a Ming car. I think it's an Audi, if I remember correctly. But he's going to do one of those two next. So we'll see.
Oh, you got your hands full.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know what's going to happen. Tom, you can vouch for me on this because we're closer in generation than this guy. Hey, I want my first car. Your first car was like a Pinto or an El Camino or something. His first car is Dad, I want an Audi or I want a Porsche or I want
probably true.
Yeah.
Well,
we didn't have that luxury when I was that age.
No.
Well, at least he can get whichever one he wants in 24 skill.
Yeah. So Tom, what was your first car?
Which mine?
Yeah.
Oh, it was a 67 Dodge Coronet.
Not bad. Mine was a 74 Impala.
There you go. Absolutely.
So, yeah.
All right.
His first car was the truck that he was driving 2 months ago until he got the new one.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not quite that bad.
Duct tape and paper clips and baling wire and
a little bit of
hey, I wish that was my first car. When I bought it, it was rather nice.
What, that truck?
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
yeah,
you certainly got your money out of it. I mean, we'll give you that.
Yeah, he wore it out.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, next up, this is just a quick picture I wanted to share. Hopefully, all of you have seen the video of the P47 group build. And if you haven't, go over to the page and the YouTube channel and watch that. It's very cool. 95 jugs on display. But this particular collection, this was done by however many planes that is worth of modelers, different modelers that built, to their knowledge, one each of every P47 mold / tooling that's ever been done, starting all the way back on the one on the bottom right, and I forget which one it is, but back in I guess it was either the late 60s or the 70s.
No, I think it was late 50s.
Late 50s? Okay, whatever the earliest one was, and then you work your way all the way to the bottom left corner, and that is the latest Mini Art Razorback tooling. So I thought that was just a very unique, and what they're sitting on the display base, that is the box art of each one of them. So I just thought that was a very unique way of entering a group build.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely.
That's cool.
Yep. So just wanted to share that before we get started. Oh, look, it's me.
Look at this guy.
Who is this guy?
What do they say? Every once in a while, a blind squirrel finds a nut. I guess.
Now, I will testify. I actually delivered this model to the customer today.
Yep, this was a commission build that I built for him.
And he was ecstatic.
Well, good. I'm glad.
And it survived the trip. It survived Ringgold to Fort Wayne and Fort Wayne to Wisconsin. And then, yeah.
Well, good. Well, this is the 350th Fujimi kit of the 44 Congo with the Ponto set. Now, if you've built this kit with the Ponto set, you might notice in these pictures that I left a bunch of the Ponto stuff out, and the customer knows this. I used what I called the most important parts of the Ponto set. If you've done any Pontos, you know that some of the things that Pontos gives you the option of using, it's like
overkill.
It's spinning wheels. I mean, it would be amazing if you use it all, but I mean, I'm talking about scribing up the entire deck and, replacing it with plated photo etch and all. We didn't go that route. We used the photo etch rails and the masts and the barrels and, the important stuff, all the 3D guns. But it's, I liked it. It turned out nice. And most of all, the customer liked it. And that was what was most important about this build.
She looks good.
And it proved that I can finish a model from time to time.
Yes, it did.
Now it's my turn.
Oh, man. Yeah. It reminded me how time consuming a ship like this can be, which it's amazing. Some of these guys, like we've got a couple of them in the show tonight, but the one I'm thinking of off the top of my head is Jim Dowda over on the Facebook group. How in the world do y'all knock these things out so fast?
Yeah.
And
Danny does the same thing.
Oh yeah. It's not just Jim. Jim just posted like 350 the ships in the same month. I'm like, good grief.
Yeah.
Danny knocked stuff out fast. Everybody on that group knocked stuff out light years faster than me. Jim Alsop in the chat's asking what I use for the rigging. This is Easy Line.
Yep.
There are so many different ways of doing rigging, but Easy Line is called Easy Line for a reason.
Exactly.
It's very easy to use,
Mm-hmm.
and it looks great, or it looks good enough to me anyway.
Looks good when you're done.
Oh yeah, but we carry that in what they call heavy and fine.
Mm-hmm.
This is heavy because the fine stuff it is pretty small. It might look closer to in scale, but for a display model, it doesn't show up as good as this. So I chose to use the heavy.
Yeah.
But it was fun.
Looks great. Very, very nice.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I didn't know I had so many pictures in here of it.
I was very happy to hand this off.
I was very happy to hear that you had handed it off.
Because having that in my vehicle bouncing around on Wisconsin roads is very yeah.
A little cautiously.
Well,
created stress and anxiety.
Yes.
And that's how it's going to be displayed from now on in this guy's collection.
Who does the casing for those?
It was a guy that used to make them for us over in back when we were in LJ.
Oh, okay.
And this particular customer, I think I'm kind of officially retiring from commission builds. I've got some large projects back here that I want to finish up myself. But this was the kind of the last guy that I was still building for. And I think this was either the 5th or 6th ship that I've done for him. And he wanted them all to be in the same display case. Mm. So I called the guy and said, hey, would you consider making one more for me? And it'll be the last one. So,
and when I spoke to him, he said, I'm kind of sad that Brandon's retiring from doing commission work, but to be perfectly honest with you, I don't have any room left. I got to see his display room, and I would say there were probably 40, 50 ships, all in cases like this. Just
wow,
that's crazy.
Yeah, some amazingly
nice collection.
Yep. And there were a couple of kits that he had in his collection. There was a company called Fine Art Models. They used to put out really big stuff back in the day. And I actually did work for them. And there were a couple of ships that I was involved with that he has. And I'm looking at them wondering, did I actually do those parts? I may have done those parts. That might actually be a Jeff part on that model.
It's a small world, isn't it? Yeah. The way is asking, where can we go for custom cases? So we got out of doing custom cases a few years ago. We used to do them with this guy, with Free Time Hobbies. So you guys know how I roll. If we don't sell it, we don't promote it. However, we are not in the business of selling custom cases, so I'd like to direct you to one of Jeff's good buddies up in his neck of the woods called Bases by Bill.
I'll be honest, I don't know that Bill is doing cases anymore.
Well, I guess that's
I think
that may be the story then. Everybody's getting out of doing custom cases. Well, that was the only place I knew. So
there are a couple of guys, I don't know if, and again, I've been out of the ship side of things for quite a while, but I know that there's Grandpa Bill's Cabinets. He's on Facebook. I don't know if he's still doing cases or not. Yeah, so.
Well, like I said, we over on the Facebook page, if it's a competitor of ours and we don't sell it, we don't really talk about it. But in this particular situation, we don't sell custom cases. So if any of you guys know of a custom case guy, feel free to put it over on the Facebook group, and I'll make sure that the robots don't get that deleted. All right. Well, up next we got Sonny, and he has done a Thunderbird for us. This is an F-105B that he converted from the D model of Monogram's kit using Warbird decals.
Cool.
So check this out.
Like 105, Blackbirds.
And he did not mention in his email whose signature that is down there, but it's signed by somebody. I don't know if it's the pilot or if it was maybe, and it starts with an S. Maybe it's him. I don't know. It's signed by somebody.
Good looking bird. Love it.
Oh, yeah.
Lead sled.
Have you ever seen the Thunderbirds, Tom? I've seen the Blue Angels, but I've never had the opportunity to see the Thunderbirds.
I've seen the Snowbirds, Thunderbirds, and the Blue Angels.
Okay.
The Canadian Snowbirds were down in Warner Robins one year.
Really?
Demonstration. That's been probably back in the late 90s or something.
Wow.
But yeah, I've seen three different teams work.
Okay. Very cool.
That's a cool bird. I always like thuds.
Well, he's done another one. This is 48 scale Zukimura kit of the F4E Phantom 2.
Yep.
This is when the first time I saw the Thunderbirds. This would have been sometime in the early 70s, 72, 73, thereabouts.
Yeah.
And I actually got to watch, it was at Pope Air Force Base, and I got to watch the Thunderbirds and the Blue Angels on the ramp, both with F4 Phantoms, which was really kind of cool.
Good smokers. Yep.
Yeah, that's good job, Sonny.
Nice bird.
Oh, yeah. And to answer your question, no, the Thunderbirds actually never flew the F-105.
No, they never did.
No.
Nope. They flew 100s.
Nope, that's all of that. All right, well, thank you, Sonny, for sending that. Up next, we got Walter, and he has done a 350th scale Hobby Boss kit of the Surcouf, or how do you say that, Jeff? Surcouf? Okay. Well, this is always a cool submarine to me. We've only got one picture, so we'll just stare at it for a minute. But these old subs, there's just a few of them that have a big turret like that. I think they're the coolest submarines. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm weird like that, though. Anything that's kind of outside of the normal always makes for a nice model.
Well, yeah.
This is actually a sad. I mean, it's a novel concept. The French had this idea that they'd put 8-inch cruiser guns on a submarine, and they'd show up, submerged offshore. They'd surface, fire a bunch of 8-inch artillery shells at whatever target they were, and then they'd submerge and disappear. Well, what ended up happening was during World War II, they removed the guns and they used the gun casemate for cargo storage. And unfortunately, she was lost in a friendly fire accident. An American Liberty ship. They think an American Liberty ship actually hit her.
Oh, wow.
And she's never been found. They've never found the wreck.
Oh, wow.
So it's kind of sad.
It had a float plane that was on it too.
Yeah, and the aft of the conning tower, that cigarette deck, that airplane would actually break down and fold.
Okay.
Wow.
somewhat like the Japanese would do.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Well,
Cool.
very cool. Very nice model. Thank you for sending that up. Next, we got Rob, and he's got 3 for us to look at tonight. First up, he's got his USS Flying Fish, another submarine, Sturgeon class,
Yep.
and using Squadron colors on this.
Nice. Very clean, very nice.
Yeah, Micromere makes some very very neat kits that are.
Yes, they do.
They do. They're kind of.
As someone that's checked in a lot of that Micromere stuff, they make a lot of submarines.
They do, and they won't break the bank. They're relative. Rob could comment if he wanted to, but they're relatively quick builds.
Yep.
They might not snap together and have no seams. It might not be a perfect thing, but just a little bit of work, you can turn these things into really, really nice models. And Rob's done a great job here on this one.
Looks really nice.
Yeah, Rob says quick and inexpensive.
Quick and inexpensive. There you go.
And you need that sometimes in a model. Inexpensive is always welcome, but sometimes quick is just a nice thing.
Yep.
Yeah. Nice.
Like a palate cleanser, almost something to just keep you motivated, but not bog you down. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
True.
This our software's got a mind of its own. They've got some new features, and it's got this autoplay thing that keeps activating. Okay, up next, he's done a 35th scale Tamiya kit of an M20.
M20.
Yeah, and he says the map that you see up there was made by Gary Hars, which is it's kind of interesting and fun because Gary's got one of these coming up here in a minute as well.
Oh, cool.
So I don't know, Rob, was this a buddy build of you and Gary, or did it just work out this way that y'all both happened to do the same thing this month?
Really nice stowage. I like the stowage on it. Looks good. He's got her packed up and ready to go. Nice.
Yeah, Rob said it just worked out that way. Hey, this is cool.
I like it. Looks really good. Really good.
Very, very cool. Up next, this one is the one Dr. Modelstein mentioned in the countdown. This is the Thunder Model U.S. Heavy Wrecker Kenworth model, and painted up with Squadron colors.
Yep. She looks
Check
good.
this thing out.
Got a chance to see that at Nationals. It was just did a fantastic job on that, Rob.
Looks really good.
I can't. Yeah. I'm kind of looking forward to seeing if he's going to take it to the next level. Put it on a base and dirty it up, and fill the back up with junk, and make it look
lived in.
Make it look lived in. That's a perfect. Yeah.
Make it look lived in. But that's a good looking truck.
So Rob does independent reviews on things like this. He did a review on this kit. And he does these things over on Facebook. The easiest way to find Rob is go follow the Chattanooga Scale Modelers. And from there, you will find Rob, and you can follow his page directly. And he calls his Friday reviews the Recon. Well, Rob, you tell me in the chat. I don't want to give it the wrong name. I think it's the Reconnaissance Reviews or something. But tell us in the chat what your reviews on Fridays are called. And y'all can go watch the review on this and hear what he had to say about it. It's one of those love-hate relationships with this model kit. He said it's the most detailed model he's ever built, which is a good thing and a bad thing at the same time.
Yes, really.
So, blessing and a curse.
Yep, exactly. But he said after he got through all that, he loved how it turned out. In the rope on the back, or the rope. It is rope in model form, but the cable, the cable is one piece of whatever. Piece. Yeah. The rope that he uses is one piece.
Yep. She's a house. He did a real good job on it.
There's a guy locally who has one of these, a full size running. He's in our MVPA group, and just
military vehicles.
Yep.
Yeah, those are cool.
And Jeff, there you go. There's your base you were asking for.
Yep.
Oh, there you go.
Yep. Yeah, I've got to try one.
Yeah, Thunder definitely has some very unique kits. I mean, it
Yes.
is unique in the model world, but they've got some other things that are just kind of wacky that you wouldn't expect to see in 35th scale.
Well, Chattanooga's known for the tow trucks.
That is
World
true.
War II. That's the tow truck museum.
You have your museum. I was going to
Yes,
say.
we got the museum. So
Do they have one of these in the museum? I know they've got a military.
I don't think they do.
Yeah,
I know they've got a military wrecker, but
yeah,
Mack or Kenworth or
yeah, but yeah, they're known for the wreckers.
All right. Well, Rob, thank you for sending this to us for tonight.
Beautiful work, Rob.
Yeah. And this model, by the way, is on display in the Squadron Museum. So if you stop by, make sure to we are racking up the models in the museum.
Yes,
so it's there. If you can't find it when you come in, ask me. I'll point it out to you.
It's in its own specific case.
There you go. All right, and here's Gary. He's got an M20 as well.
Another M20.
So let's check this out.
So did Rob make the map for Gary's M20?
No, he didn't do it.
I got a feeling Gary made his map for both of them.
Yeah, he probably did.
Yeah, this is good. I love it when we get two of the same model on the same night because you get to see two different modelers take on the same thing.
Yeah.
And it's just very, and I specifically love it when they do it differently. And in this case, it's done a little bit differently.
Oh, definitely.
And very neat to see two different ways of doing the same kit.
His is more buttoned up and less, cluttered, I guess you would say.
Right.
But still nicely done.
Oh, yeah. I love it.
Oh, yeah. The interior.
And there's his map.
That's too neat.
I love it. Looks great.
Good. It looks really good.
Back in the early days when I was working at the Air Museum, the founder of the museum, who was then the executive director, I was his deputy director. He was in the 89th Infantry Division in Europe, and he was in a reconnaissance unit.
Yep.
And he had the M8 Greyhound, which is this vehicle with the gun turret on top.
Yep. 37.
And he said that they tried to make them switch to these vehicles with no turret, just the machine gun. And he said they had no choice. They had to do it. So they promptly decided that they were going to wreck these vehicles because they wanted the ones with the 37 millimeter guns. He said we couldn't argue or complain. So we just started running into things and breaking them. And eventually they gave us our old ones back.
There you go.
Gotta have some kind of gun.
Yeah. Rob said that Gary made the phone there too.
Oh, cool.
So that's cool. Very neat, Gary. Very nice. Well done.
Work.
All right, this is a special one tonight.
Yeah.
So this is from Mr. Verlinden himself.
Yeah.
So if any of you guys know the company Verlinden or remember the company VLS, Verlinden was the V in VLS. And this stock. Yep, and this dates back to the origins of MasterCon, which is now Eagle Quest, which is now ModelCon Eagle Quest in Chattanooga. And is it Francois? Is that?
Yes, Francois.
How his name is pronounced? Okay, thank you. So he's a huge fan of what we're doing here with the ModelCon Eagle Quest. He wishes that he could come, but he just doesn't see how he'd be able to travel up here. He is in good health, generally speaking, so Jose Rodriguez, not the Jose Rodriguez that you'll see later tonight. We have two of you guys, but Jose from Custom Dioramics here in Chattanooga. He is good buddies with Francois, and he went to visit him, and I guess a month or two ago, and Francois decided that he would like to have one of his models displayed in the Squadron Museum and displayed at Eagle Quest this year. So you guys will be able to see this at the show in April. But this is a 35th scale elephant that he built back in '82. I believe that was the date. And if any of you have seen the book put out by Shep Payne, the Shep Payne painting book, this was the elephant that was featured in that book.
Yep.
And it's now on display in our shop. And the base, by the way, Francois did not make the base. This base was made by Jose. is one of his new custom Dioramics display bases that you can buy from him. And but Francois wanted it to be displayed like this, so Jose created a base, and they teamed up and gave us this. So, and this, like I said, this has been around forever. I can't believe how good it still looks. And the icing on the cake, and this one just gets me. It's all brush painted by hand, no airbrush.
Yep. That's gorgeous. I've seen it up close. It's very, very nice.
You know, I think this is, we lose sight of this, and I'm being 100% serious here. When we talk about the old masters, and Francois Verlinden is one of the old masters. He's up there with Bob Letterman and
the other guys.
Pruneau, Louis Pruneau, and I've been hitting the head a lot. And Shep Payne. Yeah. These guys were the epitome. Tony Greenland, they were the epitome of master modelers back in the 70s and the 80s.
Yep.
And when you look at the work that has survived like this, you can put that up against 99% of the stuff that's out there today, and it holds its own. There's no, it's just mind-boggling at how these guys revolutionized the hobby for us.
Well, I'm thinking about how there's no dust on this thing. And the crazy thing is, if this was built in 82, then this was built before I was born.
Mm.
Oh, yeah.
It still looks this good.
It looks good. It is nice.
Yeah, it's amazing.
So, all right. Well, again, very, very cool, and honored really to have this on display in our shop. So you guys will be able to see it in the shop, or when you come to the show in April, AutoCon Eagle Quest, you'll be able to see it. It'll be on display for all to enjoy. So thank you, Francois, and thank you, Jose, for getting this done and getting it up here to us. All right, up next, we've got John Doe, because the name requests to stay anonymous.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, so we're going to go with John Doe, and this is his warship collection.
Wow.
This is, we were talking earlier about getting 350 scale ships done. Well, get a load of this.
He's got some ships going. Yep.
It's an entire task group.
Yeah, looks like a task force to me.
Yeah, it's
there you go. Nice.
Every once in a while when we get pictures like this, I'm just like, goodness, that is so much time committed to get this done, and like it's amazing to see.
I can't even get one finished.
I got one finished.
But you had no choice. You were on a deadline.
That's true. Yeah, those are the only 3 pictures he sent me, but this is my favorite one looking back at them.
Wow, that's a bunch.
Oh yeah,
that's nice. He's got all kinds of submarines and carriers and destroyers.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Got some littoral command ships in there.
Oh yeah. Some of the modern, I guess you would, are they stealthy looking things there in the very front? Yep.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. This is neat. Well, thanks, Mr. John Doe, thank you for sending this. This is awesome. That is just not every once in a while we'll get pictures like this on show and tell, but it's not often. So it is always welcome when we see a big collection set up like this.
Impressive.
Oh yeah.
Very impressive.
Definitely. All right. Well, up next, we've got Dave Sanchez.
Mark 1. Cool.
Oh, yeah. So this is a Arma kit. So, and Dave, I got to tell you, Dave sent pictures at the Nationals. We had a few TVs going, and a couple of the TVs were running some slideshows of some of our show and tell entries over the past couple of months. It wasn't a ton of them, and I have no idea which pictures they were. It was random. and it was on a loop. So anyway, Dave's pictures of this were on display, and he specifically asked if we could make sure that the Arma guys got a look at it. This is his Arma 48 scale Hawker Hurricane Mark 1, portrayed as Robert Stanford Tuck's aircraft, which you're looking at here, painted with Tamiya paints. And this was our display or our booth at Nationals. And that's my dad, Russ. And those are the two guys from Arma Hobby. And Dave, they got to see your plane, and they wanted me to tell you that you did a great job on it, and they appreciate you sending those pictures for them to see. So, having said that, let's check it out for ourselves.
All right. Big fan of Hurricanes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir. Pretty airplane.
And Arma makes a really good kit. They had a lot of fun talking to a bunch of guys at the show. They brought some samples with them of some of the new things that they're working on, and just really got to, as Jeff would say, get in the weeds with some guys about some stuff.
Oh yeah, yeah. Boy, that was so Wisconsin of me right there. And I'm a New Yorker. Go figure. Oh yeah. They were down into weeds there, don't you know?
Jeff, who was your buddy that was over there that talked to him? I'm telling you, I think they talked for 2 or 3 hours about P-36s and P-40s.
Steve Gilbert. Steve is the resident expert on P-47 or P-47, P-40s and P-36s on December 7th. He has really tightened his focus, and obviously, with some of Arma's new releases and whatnot, we introduced them, and immediately they hit it off because the Arma guys, I think their heads exploded with all of the, Steve's throwing papers at them and photos at them and talking about different, and they were just trying to absorb it all. But they think they spoke for about 2.5 hours just on the P-36s and P-40s of December 7th.
Yeah.
Well, good. Well, they make a really good kit, and as you can see here, Dave knocked it out of the park.
Oh,
absolutely.
Good paint, good everything.
Nice job.
So, and when we get done looking at Dave's plane here, I'll show you one of Arma's new releases that's coming up that we're taking pre-orders for now. That is pretty neat. Yeah, I like this base too. The grass tufts that he's got going on there. That was another thing that we had at the show. A lot of you guys picked some of those up, and those will be finally coming up on the website here in September.
We moved a lot of grass tufts.
Good thing.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. And Dave always signs off with the Squadron pin.
There you go.
Which is always appreciated.
Good looking airplane.
Well done, Dave. Well done.
Very well.
Absolutely. All right. Well, and the kit I was talking about, this is 72 scale. But it is I believe this is the predecessor to the P-40. This is the Curtis Hawk, the Flying Tigers edition. They're going to do this in 72 scale.
Yep.
They are supposed to be here. We have it listed as fall because, as you guys probably have learned by now, we never know exactly when things are going to show up.
No.
But it's going to be somewhere in the ballpark of fall, and we'll leave it at that for now. We can update you later. But that Arma is extremely excited about this kit. They really hope that it does well in the U.S. market. They have high hopes for it. So we're excited. Hope you are too. We're also taking pre-orders on their Key 84, just so you know, in 72 scale as well.
Are we going to mention the DuPont colors?
Let's do that a different night. We're not even halfway through show and tell yet.
Okay.
So we'll get there another night. All right. Up next, this is a fun one, and this is Anya Shetanina, which you guys have seen on here from time to time, and she did a paint up of our new Birds of War, the dragon and his tail figure that we did. Roberto Von Bear sculpted this as inspired by the B-24J dragon and his tail. It is not supposed to look exactly like the one. in my personal opinion, I think she looks a little bit better than the real nose art on the real airplane. But anyway, this was done by her. If you were at Nationals, you saw this in our booth. It is 1/6 scale, and the last slide will give you a picture of how big it is next to a can of Coca-Cola, just to show you how massive this thing is. Because this is one of those situations where pictures don't do the model justice.
It's gorgeous.
And there are, when this kit comes available, there are multiple versions of this kit.
Yeah, there's 2 different heads. You can get her in a short hair, which is what you're seeing here, and it also comes in a to be a little bit closer to the original nose art. It comes with long hair, and she's smiling. And we did actually just start taking pre-orders for these this week. You'll find that on the front page of our website. And just to give you an idea of how massive the package is, this is it.
Yep.
It is a very, very large kit. Yeah. But if you're a 1/6 scale figure guy, garage kit guy, Wonderfest crowd, that sort of stuff, you kind of know what you're looking at here. But Anya did a great job, and the crazy part is, we talked last week about, or a couple of weeks ago, about Keith doing the Dragon in his tail B-24, the plane, and how he did that in 2 months, and I couldn't believe it. Now we're not comparing apples and apples here. We're comparing apples and oranges. What Keith did and what Anya did is 2 totally different techniques.
Oh yeah.
But Anya did this in 4 days.
Yep.
Yeah.
And to make that a little bit more impressive sounding, this particular one that she built was our prototype, and nothing fit. All the keys, she was the tester. She had to see what fit, what didn't fit. So she ended up cutting all the keys off, rekeying it, and pinning it herself. And so she just did a great job. And there's some scale for you. It's 16.5 inches tall, 9.5 inches wide. It's a big one.
That's my Coke can.
Yes, that is your Coke can.
That's my Coke can.
I was looking for a can to put it next to the picture the other day, and I went in, and Tom had just walked out, and I said, I'm going to steal this can of Coke real quick. But I had it back on the table before you even knew it was gone.
I know. I had to use something still.
Matthew's asking, are we going to offer this in smaller scales? Yes. The entire Birds of War series will be offered. At the moment, we're doing 1/6 scale. That's the start. But the plan is to offer them in 1/16 and then 1/24 scale, or 1/25 scale, whatever that. When you get that small, figure guys start calling it by the millimeter, and I'm a by scale guy. I don't know the millimeter, but I think that's like, what is it, Jeff? 70 something millimeter, 72 millimeter. I don't know. I know it's bigger than 54 millimeter, which is a very popular scale. But anyway, those will become available later, but 1/6 scale is up first. All right. Well, thank you, Anya, again so very much for doing that.
Absolutely gorgeous.
And
she used Squadron colors on this.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely.
So this was all done with Squadron colors.
Yep. And if any of you guys, now that Nationals is over, I got to start plugging all these other shows that are coming up, especially the ones we're going to, because they're the ones on the top of my mind. But if any of you guys are going to KitCon over in North Carolina in November, you'll see this on display in our booth there. Let's see. Up next, we got Chuck. And this is a very, very cool airplane that I know absolutely nothing about, but the model is awesome. This is an IL-18 converted to an 18TD. And because I know nothing about it, I put what he wrote in here so we could read it. Maybe, Jeff, maybe you and Tom know about this, but he says this is a Soviet.
Well, it's an Aleutian IL-18, which was it was a Soviet Cold War era prop airliner.
Yep.
And they converted it into the TD, the Cyclone, and it was basically a like a Hurricane Hunter.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's very cool looking as far as a model kit goes.
I like that. It looks really cool.
Yeah, he said that it was a total conversion. And he said he sourced all sorts of stuff from all over the place. He said he got decals from all over Ukraine to come up with this decal collection.
Well, there you go. No, that's cool looking airplane.
Oh yeah, very neat.
It has a P3 look to it a little bit, I guess you would say.
Kind of like a P3 and a DC4.
Yeah, it's kind of like
or DC6 rather.
It's a little mixture of everything there. But yeah, it's got that P3 look.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know, just different.
It's
very
much
neat.
different. Very cool looking. Something you don't see every day, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm. And this one, I believe, was at the show last week.
It was.
Yep. Yeah, because you'll see it here in a minute. He's got him a couple poker chips that got left on there for him.
Cool.
It's always cool seeing conversions because if you've done a big conversion, chances are nobody else has really done it because it's not an out of the box model kit. Not to say somebody else couldn't do it, but it's rare to see this kind of stuff. So it's always neat.
Cool.
Yeah, and that gives you a little sense of scale too. Those are standard poker chips sitting next to it.
She's pretty small. Nice job.
Very, very cool. Thank you for sending those pictures in to us, buddy. I appreciate that. And
excellent.
Look forward to seeing what you do next. All right, up next we got James, and he has done the Bride. Yeah, X Plus kit. A little fuzzy there. I don't know what's going on with that picture.
She's having a bad hair day.
She's having a really bad hair day.
That's good. That's good.
Well,
yeah, this
is in the wrap.
Yeah, well, the kit includes both figures.
Okay, I didn't know that. Okay, cool.
Yep. So you can do it both ways, and
she's doing the same pose. Just one looks like a mummy wrap, and then the other one she's in the gown.
Exactly, and I think the idea from the factory is that you build one and display it how you want. But pretty much everybody that I've seen do them ends up building both and sticks one next to the other one.
That's cool.
But the idea would be that if you wanted to display the wrapped version on the base, you could. It's the same layout.
Yeah.
A little hard to wrap your head around.
Oh man, that base is a little deeper than I was thinking it was.
Yeah, it's a pretty good size. Nice.
Yeah, X Plus makes a good kit.
Yes,
interesting stuff. I hope that they continue the monster stuff. They're doing quite a bit more anime style things these days, but I don't know. Maybe it won't dry out completely. They're doing the Metaluna Mutant next, as far as monsters go, and I don't think they really have anything announced after that except anime stuff. So we'll see.
We will see.
Come on, that was a funny joke. You guys are giving me a hard time.
Uh-oh, they got the quacking coming back.
Yeah, release the quacking.
Release the quacking. Oh gosh.
Oh boy.
Oh.
All right. Well, good deal. Well, thank you for sending this one in. That looks really good. And he's got another one for us to look at.
Wow.
Talking about 350th planes. This is this is
an aircraft carrier. Yeah. The what was to be.
Yeah, how do you like that?
All right.
I love the paint schemes that they have, thought about for these ships. Really. Just really cool.
Bronze, yes, Captain. What is your job? You are climbing to the very tippy top of the mast. No, Captain. So here's a little bit of trivia. Germany actually made navalized versions of the BF-109.
Yep.
Okay.
They were the E5 version, and they actually had folding wings and and a arrestor hook, tail hook.
Yep.
And when the aircraft carriers were the plans, well, Graf Zeppelin was actually built but never became operational. And when the plans were scrapped, those aircraft were actually transferred to Norway, and they actually served in Norway as standard. Yeah, they removed the tail hook, and the wings were locked into position. They were never,
So they weren't used for carrier work.
Right. So those, but there were actually navalized versions of the ME-109 that was used.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yep.
Very cool. This is a great job on this one.
I like that. It's cool.
Yeah. I don't know. I might want to build one of these. I'm a sucker for the what if ships.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Like I like the what if ships that were like actually, on paper. They actually planned it. They thought they were going to build it.
Right.
Some of the ones that are pure fantasy, those are neat and I like them. But the ones that might actually could have and would have been, I don't know. It's just kind of neat.
Interesting.
Yeah. They were originally, the 109s, Rob, were originally BF 109 T's Tango, but they were in essence navalized E5s, and when the carrier program went away, they were reverted back to the E5 configuration, and they served with JG5 up in Norway.
All right, well, cool. Thank you for this one. Up next, we've got Mark Ford, and he's done a Saturn V.
Saturn V.
This is the only slide of this we have. It's kind of hard to show something so tall. So we got all three of his pictures on one screen here.
Is that the Revell kit?
He did not say.
He didn't say. Okay.
So I don't know if it's that one or if it's the Dragon one.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Tall,
oh, yeah. But the cool thing is, check out his room. He's definitely a fan. So this is cool.
It's got the astronaut photograph or posters in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I think he's
There's a guy that goes to nationals every year who does a lot of these 3D printed components for spacecraft, and I've always wanted to build like a 12-foot tall Saturn V. Well, but there are, I mean, the model rocket guys, they make these great big massive, flying models, and I've always wanted to take one of those, and instead of shooting it off into low orbit, I wanted to convert it into a static model.
They are pretty cool.
Jeff, if you ever build a model that you have to have a ladder for, please make sure the video camera is running.
Oh no, you don't want to see me on a ladder. That's like, just the thought of it is an OSHA violation. No.
Oh man. Well, this is cool. This is neat. All right, up next we've got so this is Wes Miller, and
you think my dad jokes are bad. You guys over here in the chat are giving me a hard time for my dad jokes and my assault penguin jokes, and then you know what?
You just wait for this one. There is a category at nationals, or there used to be, I guess there still is, called humor in modeling.
Oh yes.
This is exactly where that fits. Now, Wes did not send me these pictures. He actually mailed this model to us. So yes, it is on display at the store.
Yep. I've seen that one around.
That is awesome.
It is 100% scratch built.
Yep.
That is awesome.
Scratch built. Comes in a very nice display case.
Yeah. Never have to worry about it getting dusty or.
Yep. Full with a high quality label, so you know exactly what it is.
Exactly.
No doubt about it.
Not sure what scale it is.
Yeah.
Not sure. I want to know what scale it is.
Box scale, bottle scale,
bottle scale, whatever.
Bottle scale.
Bottle scale.
Yeah. So there's your humor in modeling for the evening, courtesy of Wes. So
It's a classic.
thank you for that.
It's a classic.
Oh yeah. There you go. All right. Well, up next, we've got Robert Beck. And this was the other gentleman mentioned by Dr. Modelstein at the beginning of the show. And he's done, you've seen some of his AMT Gigantics, and this is his last one, he said. This is the Tarantula with in-scale trained people and vehicles and all sorts of diorama goodies put on there. But before we do that, you guys got to check out what Robert's just gotten into. Look at this.
Uh-oh.
He's going all in, and he's going to start building a Dora. So I'm
by next week.
All right.
Oh, I'm sure he'll finish before me. Yeah, here comes
I was going to say,
but
place your bets. Who's going to get it done sooner?
Who's going to get it done first?
Oh, he's probably sitting there right now, gluing as fast as he can go, just to make sure to prove a point. But I hope you do beat me, Robert. I do. I'm excited to see it. It's always fun when I see any of you guys building these things.
He's working on it now.
See. Oh man. Well, anyway, let's check out his tarantula. Look at this.
Love it.
Complete with the lights.
Good old tarantulas.
I don't like spiders. I gotta.
Well, you would love that one then.
And I really don't like spiders that are 60 feet high and 120 feet across.
And fuzzy.
Yeah.
They're fuzzy spiders.
Yeah. No. No.
Back years ago, I guess, I don't know exactly when these first came out, but several of the companies used to do these little diorama scene type models.
Yes, they did.
Somebody, I don't know what vendor it was, but somebody at Nationals was selling. Do you remember all of the old Star Wars diorama scenes? Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, he had every one of them. Yeah. They're just super cool stuff. So it's neat to see these old things built, and especially like what Robert did here, adding the, all the guys and vehicles and grass and everything to it, and his lights over there make it come to life. It's very cool.
Oh yeah. The old B movies from the 50s.
Yeah. Oh, Robert, I'll tell you I had a run-in with a huntsman spider one time. I'll tell you that story. Yeah.
Oh no.
Well.
Yeah. Remember that thing we said about the dinosaur? And if you're this much bigger than the dinosaur, you're not likely to get eaten.
Right.
Yeah, I figured this guy was going to eat me. So
that's not good.
I don't like spiders.
Oh man.
Good,
snakes, I got no problem with snakes. Snakes don't bother me, but spiders just nope.
Freak you out.
Nope.
Well, we'll move along then and see if the creature does anything better for you.
I mean, I'd hang out and drink beer with this guy, but spiders, no.
I would probably rather see this guy than a 60-foot tall tarantula. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Well, he has done the Mobius creature from the Black Lagoon.
Cool. Nice.
Check this out. Oh yeah.
Very nice.
That is awesome.
It's one of my favorite movies.
I love how he's got all the, I don't know what he used to do it, but all the weeds.
Seaweed.
Yeah. I'm saying, I don't know what Robert, tell us what you used to do that with.
Seaweed.
It's cool.
Actual seaweed.
He is seaweed.
Okay.
No.
All right.
I don't know.
Very nice.
Yeah, and these kits, by the way, just got re-released by Mobius.
Yeah.
I think we got them. They actually showed up the day after we left for Nationals. That was wonderful. Timing,
really, you could. This is fairly easy to replicate. I mean, down by you guys, most of the ponds down in Georgia are like this.
That's true.
You just put on your green Speedo and dive in, and you'll come out looking like this, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah. That's cool.
Very nice.
Nice. One of my favorites.
All right. Well, thank you, Robert. Looking forward to seeing that Dora one of these days. All right. And earlier I mentioned we had two Jose Rodriguez's. This is the other one. And he has done a 48 scale gas patch models of an ME-163. Yeah, check this out.
It is a very detailed little model kit.
Yeah. You built one?
In a box. I haven't touched it yet.
Okay.
I know what's in the box. A lot of parts.
This is a cool looking little airplane.
Oh, yeah.
Who did this in 32nd? Was it Meng?
I don't know.
That did this in 30. Hasagawa did one years and years ago, but
It's a long
yeah.
time ago, yeah.
someone recently
Somebody
did
recently
one.
has, but I can't.
And-
I thought it was somebody like Zukimura or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Anyway, I built it in 32nd scale, and what a fun little airplane.
Oh, God, yeah.
What a fun little airplane.
Cool little varmint.
Yeah, everybody in the comments talking about the camo, and it's true. It's a nice camo job for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no doubt. I've always wanted to build that one that was in the back of a deuce and a half. At the end of the war, they had a whole stack of them.
Right.
Somebody did one at the Nationals this year, but I haven't yet tried to do mine yet.
Jeff Jose just commented. He said that Ming is the company that just did one. So you were right.
Oh, okay, cool.
All right. Well, Jose, thank you for sending that in. Up next, we got David Kidd, and, and guys, just to give everybody a heads up and a warning, that was half of it. So we are going to go a little long tonight, but
maybe we'll get it done on time if I shut up.
You said it, not me.
Yeah, I know.
All right. So David, he missed the triathlon last month. Because by the time he sent the submissions in that Wednesday night, we had already generated the slides. So, David, I apologize that we missed you by a few minutes, but we're going to show them tonight. We got one picture of each of these. His triathlon for last month was a 48 scale B25, a 35th scale Panther G, and the old 240th scale USS Ward.
Wow. There we go. Doolittle Raider.
Jeff, didn't you tell me one of your uncles was one of the Doolittle Raiders?
My grandmother's first cousin.
Okay.
Was a Doolittle Raider. He was plane 12. He was a flight engineer on plane 12, which was named the Fickle Finger of Fate.
Wow.
And his name was Omer Duquette. Staff Sergeant Omer Duquette.
There you go.
And he was he survived the raid, but he was KIA a couple months later. Flying. He after the Doolittle raid, he became a flight engineer on C-46s. And he and his airplane and his crew went MIA flying over the hump.
Over the hump, yeah.
In the CBI. So
wow.
So they never found him?
Never found him.
Wow.
All right. Well, here's his Panther.
Mm-hmm. Ambush scheme.
Oh yeah, I like that. Look at that. I like that paint. That's nice. Did a good job on that.
Dots everywhere.
We got to get Hugh to build a tank. I've never even heard you even so much as mention anything armor other than the Russian ball tank that you were working on.
Who, me?
Doesn't really. Yeah, you.
Oh,
you need to build like a Panther or a Tiger or something.
All right.
Maybe we'll do a buddy build.
Maybe I'll surprise you. You'd be real surprised if I just pulled one out. Oh,
yeah.
Here you go.
Oh, yeah, you mean like this? Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, right.
All right. All right. Well, I'll have to see about doing it. That maybe this is my inspiration. You always talk about you getting inspired on show and tell. This I like this. The little polka dots, as Tom called it. I like it.
And
dot
scheme.
Dot camo, yeah.
And
very cool. I like it. Nice job on that for sure. Here's the old. This is an oldie but a goodie.
That's an oldie four stacker. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's World War I stuff.
When did that kit come out, Jeff? I mean, that's
1958.
It's old.
I knew it was old.
Somewhere around there.
Revell kit?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I thought it was.
So with our gold medal stuff, the photo etch set for this is like one of the top selling gold medal items. And for any of you guys that are wondering, yes, we will get them back in stock at some point. The factory that Lauren Perry used, they closed down completely. They're gone, and all the tooling went with them. So we're having to this has been a very long project. We have been having to redo that, and with Lauren also, unfortunately, being passed now, we're on our own. So, but we'll get there, and that is coming back. But yeah, those old, we call them box scales now.
Yeah.
Some of the most sought after photo etch because there's no other way to dress these things up. But you did a good job on this. All three of your triathlon builds. That was great.
Nice.
So thank you for showing those. Sorry we missed showing it last month in the triathlon, but this was nice.
Rob, those four pipers were Clemson, Wicks, and there was a third class, but yeah, Clemson and Wicks were the two primary classes of the four pipers.
All right, up next we got Ed out there in Texas, and he's giving us the relatively new IBG fire bomber, the Drometer.
Yep.
And he has used Vallejo paint on this to bring that bright yellow out and some microscale decals. So let's check this out. These are very cool kits, and I'm glad to see this done because we shipped a lot of these out the door, and I knew at some point we'd start seeing pictures of them. So this is nice to see, Ed. Thank you for bringing that. Oh yeah, and look, he's got a quarter sitting back there to give a size scale.
Nice. Very nice. Very clean.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they call it a fire bomber. What kind of fire bombing does it do? It doesn't look big enough to trot water.
Well, they were, and I'm kind of out in left field here, but they were crop dusters.
I know that
to some extent. Yeah, and I guess, maybe Ed can.
Maybe they drop chemicals.
Perhaps, maybe Ed can tune in here and give us an example of what this particular one that he built was used for.
It's a cool airplane, though.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this is the plane that several months ago on the show we were showing pictures of Sutherfield Airport down in Americus, Georgia, where I grew up. Mm-hmm. They got a whole bunch of these sitting out in the field just rotting away.
Oh my God.
They had bought them and moved them over here to use, but then they couldn't get whatever certification they needed to fly them and use them. So they just sat there, and they're still there today.
Wow. That's a shame. Looks like something you'd see in a Mad Max movie or something.
Yeah. It's a very, very unique looking plane, and as you can see here, it builds into an awesome looking model kit. So
gorgeous.
Oh yeah. Great job on that, Ed. Thank you for building it and sending it in to us. All right, up next we got Matthew. So if you guys thought that having 3 Krauses, we actually have 4 Krauses tonight because Matthew's wife is going to join in on the model building fun now. But up first we got Matthew, and he's done a very old 72 scale Nichimo kit. He said the kit was pretty terrible, but he busted through it, and I think it turned out really nice. So
it's good to me so far. That is an old kit. That is a very old kit.
Is Nichimo even still around? Or are they gone?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything from them in years.
No. That's still a cool model.
Oh, yeah. No, I think it went together well. Well, he said it didn't go together well. So let me say he made it go together well. Whatever it is you had to do to it.
Yeah. Together well. There you go. Yeah, I can imagine.
They ceased production in 2013.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah, I remember when we first got started, we sold a lot of their 200 scale Yamato.
Oh, yeah.
And that was, they had a couple of other big ships. I think they had maybe a 250 scale Yamato, and they had a couple of 150 scale submarines, if I remember correctly. But all the airplanes and stuff, we couldn't give them away.
Yeah, they did they were the only ones for decades who did Japanese cruisers in any reasonable scale.
That's right. Yep.
They did 400 scale. They did Takao and Miyoko class cruisers.
Right. Yep, I had forgot about that. Oh, Ed chimed in here. He said, hatch in front of the cockpit for fluids.
Michael,
hatch
maybe
on the bottom for bulk spill. Okay.
Maybe
Cool,
those
Ed.
were
Thank you.
500 scale that I'm thinking. Maybe they weren't 400. They were probably 500.
Yeah.
I think Michael's right. In fact, I know Michael's right.
All right. Matthew's got another one for us. This was his P-47 that he had in the group build at Nationals. 48 scale P-47N. Where is this plane? Is it in a museum anywhere? It's
not to my knowledge.
There is a plane that I've seen with a very similar nose art. I'm gonna have to think when I saw it. I was remembering being, I don't know where I was, but anyway, he's done this up with Squadron colors. He said specifically he used our the bronze green number 9. He said even though, and I love this. This is a true fan of our paint, and I appreciate you, Matthew. He said, even though it's not the correct color for this particular bird, I really wanted to showcase your paint in the cockpit at the Tiger Meet. So thank you, Matthew. I appreciate it. Let's see.
Very nice, very clean.
Oh yeah. No,
I like the stripes on it. It looks good.
I think I need to get, between this and Ed's plane a minute ago, I think I need to get better at painting yellow.
Yeah.
Pink primer.
Yeah. There you go. Very nice.
Hey, we got Darren from the Model Geeks in the house. Good to see you, Darren. Always fun when D-Ran's around. Had a fun time hanging out with those guys and the Mojo guys at Nationals as well.
Oh yeah.
There, see, look at Matt. Matt even said he used pink Squadron primer under the yellow.
Hey, there you go. So if I look a little distracted, I am, and I apologize. I was trying to look. That plane is on display in a museum, and I have seen it. It's at Fort Walton at the Eglin Air Force Base Museum.
Two Hands mentioned it while you were.
Oh, he did? Oh, yeah. I'm over here being distracted. So cool. He's built yet another one for us. Yep, 48 scale Revelogram Corsair. Like somebody said that to me one time years ago. I cracked up laughing, and I still use it.
What it is?
Well, you never. Is it Revell or is it monogram?
Exactly.
Yes.
Revelogram.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. I like those old kits. They're cool.
That is a really cool paint scheme with that the polka dots up front.
Yep. Red polka dots on the nose. Yes.
Yeah, I love that.
That's not bad.
All right, so we need to address this here real quick.
Okay.
So, David, if a paint color has an FS number, for example, U.S. Air Force dark gull gray, or U.S. Navy dark gull gray, or U.S. Air Force, ghost gray, compass gray, something like that, there's an FS number and it's on the bottle. The historical colors, FS standard, came around after World War II. As a result, you're going to see our paint colors have ANA numbers, which is the Army Navy standard that they used during World War II. Basically, what you got to do is you got to kind of do the research on the subject matter and figure out what the actual colors were on that specific aircraft. Is it olive drab 41? Is it olive drab ANA 43? Is it spec 31? That requires a little research on your part, and I'm working on a document right now to kind of highlight all of those. But no, we do not match our colors to other paint manufacturers because other paint manufacturers don't use the historical colors that we use. So we're using the actual colors that was assigned to the aircraft historically. A lot of model companies don't do that.
And I will add this too to what Jeff said. If you have a specific model you're working on and you're wondering which of our colors you need, please send us an email or call or however you would like to contact us, Facebook.
Yep. Drop me a line. I'm happy to help.
Yep, and he will point you in the right direction and tell you exactly what you need and why you need it.
But I am working on it's just going to be I haven't figured out how we're going to do it yet, but it's basically going to be 1,001 questions. For example, what color would this Corsair be?
What color would this Corsair be, Jeff?
This would be ANA 623, dark sea blue.
There you go. So regardless of what Revelogram told you, see, because a lot of the aircraft companies, a lot of the model kit companies, if they call out Tamiya paint is great. We sell it. We love it. But their color selections perhaps don't have this color. So if they need to tell you to use Tamiya paint, they're going to pick whatever's the closest, whether it's correct or not.
Or they give you a mixing formula.
They give you a mixing formula. Yeah. So what we will do is we'll tell you, no, if you're building this bird, you need this color, and here it is. So again, for now, until Jeff gets the document that he's working on, and maybe that'll be the race, Jeff. Your document versus my door getting finished. Jeff's having to really think about that.
I'd take that bet.
Yeah, you'd probably beat me. I'd
take
probably
that bet.
True. All right. Well, this is an awesome one, but let's move on to this. His wife, Casey.
P47.
Yeah. So she has done, and by the way, Jeff, she said that she loves using the paint. This was her first kit, 72 scale, P47. And again, she brought this to the group build at Nationals.
Very nice.
I think it turned out quite well.
Very nice.
That is just beyond awesome.
Yep.
That is just, yeah. Grandpa's doing it. Son's doing it. Grandson's doing it. Wife's doing it. That just makes me feel good. That's just awesome.
Oh yeah. And not just building models, building them well.
Yep.
Building them well, exactly.
And showing them off for everybody to enjoy. Yeah, it was cool because Jeff, Matthew, and Casey, they didn't get to come to the show, but Grandpa brought everything. He brought everybody's models, put them in the tiger meat, and you'll see a picture of all of them here together in a second. But yeah, this is real good.
Nice. Wow, it's even got instruments.
Mm-hmm.
She did well. Seat belts and instruments.
Welcome to the insanity that is the hobby.
There you go.
Yeah.
72nd scale too.
Oh yeah. Oh gosh.
Yes.
Yeah. Derek just mentioned
Penguin nose art. There you go.
That is a legitimate assault penguin right there.
That is true. I didn't even think about that when this picture came into the slides earlier.
I was gonna say something, and I figured we'll be here for another 4 hours.
Well,
Why not?
I'm in a mood tonight. I'm sorry. I've had
David and Derek, they beat you to it. That's awesome. Well, thank you for that. And this is Jeff and his P47, the D, and he did a whole little diorama scene with it. Yep.
Oh yeah, he's got it on.
Yeah, and this, I assume that this is out of the box with Mini Art. You know, Mini Art sells a complete diorama in a box. You get the plane, the base, the figures, the little tools.
Thinking that's it.
Yeah, this is just
Probably
really cool.
I'm thinking that's it.
Yep.
Very nice.
The fact that you can do this out of the box is just super cool.
It is a cool idea. Looks good. There, it looks good.
Matt says it's the Mini Art combo kit.
Okay, cool.
Nice.
You know, the only bad thing about doing a group build is that it kind of burns everybody out on whatever the subject matter is.
Yeah.
I don't know. We've sold more P47s this week than we have in a long time.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I love seeing them. I just, I want to just continue to see
Oh yeah. No, it's everybody loves the jugs. And by the way, everybody's asking about these t-shirts.
Yeah.
We do have them. We are still recovering from being gone to nationals. One of our guys has been folding them all up and counting and trying to figure out how many of each size we have. We'll have them up on the website at some point soon, as soon as he gets done counting and figuring out how many different sizes we have. Because it's not just this shirt, it's all 5 or 6 of them.
Yeah.
But we'll have those up on the website as soon as possible.
Did you get my book up? Did you get my book up? Did you get my book up? Did you get my
And
book
Jeff's book will be on the website too. We did sell a couple of them because a couple guys called in and said, "Hey, I want to buy one." So
thank you.
But yeah, Jeff's book will be up on the website too on how to paint British aircraft. And I keep talking about our Squadron Museum that's finally coming together. Several of the aircraft in that book are now on display in the store, so you can come see those when you stop by.
How did they travel? Did they make it okay?
Tom's been setting all that up, and
everything looked good.
Cool.
It did well.
I was nervous about the swordfish, especially.
Yeah, the swordfish was a little dainty looking, but it came through like a champ. Looked good.
Awesome. That's what 4 bottles of super glue will do on a single
That's
model.
probably true.
All right, and next up, we've got Mr. Jim. And this is his, and this is Grandpa. And he brought all these. So let's check this out.
He got all kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Fueler trucks, Jeeps, and Peoples.
I wonder if Gary made that map.
I don't know.
When is Scale Colors for Dummies due out?
Oh, gosh.
Well, I mean, you're looking at them. I've been out since 1968. I mean,
Dummies right here.
No, but that is if anyone does have any paint questions, color questions or anything like that, don't hesitate to reach out to us either via email at info@squadron.com or through the Facebook group, or if you are already Facebook friends with me, you can reach out to me via Messenger.
Yep. And we haven't really done much with it yet, but we have a dedicated Squadron Colors Facebook page now. And that's at some point, Scale Colors for Dummies information will be posted all over that. So you can message us directly there as well. All right, so this is an awesome diorama, but this next picture is really cool to me. This is all of them. That's awesome. Yeah, that was the Tiger Meat table. And I really liked how you guys brought the picture of all 4 of you to display there as well. Oh, yeah, it was neat. Very nice to see all that. Glad that they were all able to make the journey with you, Jim.
Nice stuff.
Very, very cool. Looking forward to seeing what you guys come up with for next time. All right, up next, we got Michael, and he has done, the 111. 72 scale.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
there's the box art for that one. It's always cool seeing the models with the box. It's like, oh, you can do this out of that box.
That's right.
And for some of us, you've seen that box so many different times.
Oh, right.
Because you may have that box in your own stash and, you walk past it and then you see the model built with it and you're like, ooh.
That's what it's supposed to look
I have the ability to do something like that.
That's what it's supposed to look like.
This is another one that I have in 32nd scale that
me too.
I have been wanting to just the cockpit alone with all that glazing and everything.
Yes. I think I've got a Black Cat cockpit set for mine. It's a big airplane.
My next aircraft will be the JU-88. I'm going to do the 32nd scale JU-88.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, this is cool.
I always like the lines on a 111. They just look cool.
Such a weird looking airplane, though, when you think about it.
Well, it transformed into the early bird that had the conventional looking cockpit.
Yeah,
then went to this thing with the glazed nose on. I went, wow, that's just different,
Tom, this looks like something that you would cut the wings off of and make some
Apocalyptic.
Yeah, your whatever your what do you call it? Kit bash. Your kit bashes that you like doing.
Yeah,
it just looks like something you do that to. Put some wheels up under it.
it could be done.
Yeah.
All right. What you need to do, Tom, is here you go. You need to cut off the wings at the wing root, and then you need to put tank tracks there.
There you go. Tank tracks. There you go.
All right. Well, up next, this one is another special one for tonight. This is Eli, and he's done a 35th scale Tamiya collection. Really, got a couple little figures on it, a couple vehicles, and the cool thing about this is that this is the model that took Best Junior at the 2026 Nationals just a couple of weeks ago. So,
nice.
Congratulations, Eli.
He's come an awful long way in a year.
Oh yeah. I mean, you just beat them all. So
we met this young man in Virginia at the national convention, and then it turns out he's from Wisconsin. He's from Oshkosh, just about 90 minutes north of me, and we've just kind of we run into each other at local shows, and I've been supplying him with paint, and we've been supplying him with a bunch of different supplies and stuff like that, and he's really just been running with it.
Yep.
He's put it to good use. Looking good.
Well, the problem is now he's got to run with the big dogs.
I have a feeling he's going to do just fine.
I think he'll be all right.
I think he will.
He's doing well so far.
I'll be seeing him in a couple of weeks at a couple of local shows that we have coming up here.
Okay. Well, good.
Oh, that reminds me too. I forgot all about it.
Uh-oh.
The EAA Museum in Oshkosh is hosting Scale Venture again. So
it's been a while since they've done that, hasn't it?
The last time we did it was 2015, I believe.
Okay.
And let me see here if I can. Well, we'll move on, and I'll find the link, and we can post it up.
We'll come back to it.
Come back to it. Yep.
Oh, that's cool. Camera guy there.
Yeah, camera guy. Looks pretty cool.
Oh, wow. I didn't see that there was a guy in the... Cool.
Yeah, there is.
Golly, you see, we talked about it last week. You see things at Nationals, but there's so much to look at. I saw this model. I didn't see that part of it. I don't know how in the world I missed that.
Well, there was a lot at that show.
Well, there was.
There was very much a lot at this show. Very good.
Yeah, this is great.
Very nice.
Very, very cool. Nice job, Eli, and congratulations again at taking Best Junior with that.
I wonder if that was taken from a photograph. Do you think that was a photograph, something like that?
I think it was.
I think it was.
I'm pretty sure that I've seen
that. Would make sense. Well, remember, he's done a couple of other models that were based off of photographs, so that would.
I'm thinking that's a photograph.
Might be his thing. And anybody that was at Nationals, by the way, if you're wondering why you did not see this during the awards presentation, it was because this year, and I don't know if this is going to become a normal thing for Nationals. I think it was kind of cool. I want to make sure everybody knows that the junior category had their very own award ceremony Saturday afternoon. And that's where they announced all of the junior winners. So I thought that was very cool. But if you were at the Saturday night awards banquet and you didn't see this, that's why, because it was announced at the junior awards banquet earlier that day. All right, Eli, thank you for sending that in. Congratulations. Next up, we've got Kevin, and he's done a few models. These were all at the Nationals. So we had my brother, Jackie, my son Emmett, myself, Ben, Tom. I don't know if you passed any out or not, but Jeff, I'm pretty sure you didn't because you never asked me. So
you never told me.
Well, I'm sorry. Like you said, there was a lot to do, but our little we don't do poker chips. We do lapel pins or hat pins because I'm a hat pin guy. But this is our version of a poker chip. And so Kevin emailed me. He says, "Man, y'all must really like my stuff because you left 6 pins on my different models."
Oh my God.
And well, that's fine. I guess we did like it, but it's always interesting because at the show we have no idea that it's the same guy.
No.
So he sent us pictures of the ones that we left pins on. So let's check it out. The White Rabbit. I'm pretty sure this White Rabbit, I don't know what category this was in, but I'm pretty sure it got first place in whichever category it was in.
Yeah, that's the stuff of nightmares right there.
That's a mean White Rabbit right there.
So come on, Jeff. This or the 60-foot tarantula?
They're close. Look at that guy.
There's got, am I armed? I mean, no, just no.
I don't think that's the one Grace Slick was singing about.
No, no.
Oh man. All right. Well, that is very, very cool. He's also got one this submission. This is 3 different ones real quick. Road Girl, The Haunted Box. And my dinosaur man over here, Jeff, is going to tell me how to say that word.
Deinonychus.
What he said. If I tried to pronounce dinosaur names, y'all would all have something else to laugh at.
Beautifully done.
She looks like a road warrior to me.
Mm-hmm. Look at that face.
I know. Wow.
I think she's got the Dia del Muerto face, the Day of the Dead.
Yeah,
right.
Day of the Dead, exactly.
Yep.
It looks like she's got,
Yep. Very, very cool.
Oh, sock monster.
This is another one to throw in the mix, Jeff.
No,
no, not him. Okay.
Oh,
nope.
You don't want to find that.
Although I'm not worried too much about him because he can't run. So, you just got to stay an inch or two at a grabbing distance and you'll be okay. But
I think he's on the island of misfit toys or something.
That is the stuff of nightmares, though. I'm telling you.
Pretty much.
Yeah, and these things, like we were talking about Anya's kid earlier, the pictures don't do it justice. This thing is bigger than you think it is.
Oh, I bet.
Very cool.
But really scary. It's a dinosaur.
Mm-hmm. See, I told you we had a little bit of everything tonight.
Yes, we
did.
Yeah, look at that.
Wow.
I still have, and I know the science is there, and I still have a hard time grasping dinosaurs as birds. I mean, it makes perfect sense, from an evolutionary thing, but I just, somebody said the other day that, the pigeon that crapped on my car was at one time a velociraptor.
Yeah.
and I have a hard time wrapping my head around that, but yeah, I mean, just there are 2 trains of thought that, dinosaurs were reptiles and then dinosaurs were, and I think probably there were both, but that is just so cool seeing a dinosaur with feathers.
Yeah, I know. I mean, and look at that tail, how long that sucker is.
A long tail. Kind of looks like a predecessor to a turkey or something.
And we talk about all the time dinosaur painting.
Remind me never to go to Thanksgiving dinner at your house, Tom.
Yeah, I
know. We always talk about you can paint dinosaurs however you want. And I love how he chose to do the feathers on his arms.
Yep.
The bright, it just really contrasts against the rest of the model.
Spectacular work.
Oh, yeah. All right. Now, this next one, this was the one I left a pin on this because, we talk about Filmy's Girls from time to time.
Mm-hmm.
So Filmy's Girls does a Bride of Frankenstein bust. And this guy, Kevin, he painted one up. I've seen several of these painted up before, but I've never seen one painted like he did it. Wow. And I thought it was really, really cool how he did this. And you'll see in a moment in the next slide, he painted and Jeff, this is for you, I guess, since you like spiders so much. She's got a spider tattoo on her back that he hand painted. Just did an excellent job on it. Look at that.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Yeah, definitely not dating this one.
Oh, wow.
Is it? You sure?
No. Nope.
All right.
Wow.
I can get beyond the stitching and the bolts on the neck, but I can't get past the tattoo on the back.
Oh yeah. No, when I saw this in person, I was like, that is really, really cool.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
No,
and the fact that it doesn't look like it's just painted. It looks like it's tattooed into the skin.
Right.
Tattoo, man.
That's just amazing.
Oh yeah.
That's amazing looking, no doubt.
So did a good job on that, Kevin.
To tell you the truth, the back of it's more impressive than the front, mostly.
Well,
it depends on what you're looking at. I guess.
Well, yeah, I understand that, but
Jeff don't like spiders, Tom. So you're not going to get that comment past him.
Nope.
Got to commend the work.
Oh yeah.
When I first saw this, when we were testing the slideshow before we went on tonight, I was really just kind of zinging through the slides, making sure they all look good. And when I saw that photo, it reminded me of the lady from Ghostbusters, the demon from Ghost in the last scene of Ghostbusters.
Oh yeah.
The facial features
are that look, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, she did have. I was kind of wondering.
They didn't have ceiling fans at her house.
Or maybe they did, seeing how it's all squared right off at the top.
That's true. All right. Well, Kevin, thank you for sending that in. And here's one more picture of it just to give you an idea how big this thing is.
Beautiful work, Kevin. Beautiful work.
Nice.
Yeah. Taller than a bottle of water.
Yep. No doubt.
All right. Well, cool, Kevin. Thank you for sending that in. Great job on that. Up next, we got Dave out in, where are you, Dave? Colorado, I think.
Colorado.
Yeah. So 48 scale Tamiya, and he's got all sorts of goodies on here that I don't know about. Do you know anything about these 3D engines, Jeff?
Well, yeah, that's Matters in Scale. That's John Colasante. We had the opportunity to hang out with him at Nationals.
He was in our booth showing us off some cool stuff. So
he does some very, very nice stuff.
Oh yeah. So it's nice to see some of his stuff get in here tonight. Dave says that he used some 25-year-old decals, and his comment was, don't use 25-year-old decals if you can help it. Yep. But I think you did a fine job, Dave. You knocked it out of the park, and I think you did just fine with it.
Absolutely.
Oh, and this was supposed to be at the show in the Tiger Meet. So, Dave, what I wanted to do, I didn't tell you this because I hadn't done it yet, but our I don't have one sitting around here. The little P47 pins that everybody got at the Tiger Meet. I'm gonna send you one. Yeah, he had if I remember correctly, and Dave, correct me if I'm wrong, but he had it all packed up, ready to go, and he forgot to put it in the car.
I have done that.
I've done that too.
Drive all the way to the show and think, where are my models?
Yeah, I'm supposed to bring something with me.
They're on the kitchen table 2.5 hours away.
Yep. So I'm gonna get you one of the group build pins.
Nice.
And speaking of that, everybody at the show, I left a group build pin next to your model in the Tiger Meet. I would like to hope and think that nobody took them off of the table, because that never happens at shows.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Anyway, if you did not get one of the group build lapel pins, please email me, because I've got some extras, and I want to make sure everybody that put a P47 in the group build, I want to make sure that you got one of those. It's kind of a cool thing that I wanted to do for y'all. So hopefully you got it. If you did not, please email me and let me know, and I'll make sure to get you one.
Very well done.
Yeah. Wish we could have seen it in person, but thank you for, it's doing that automatic thing again.
Uh-oh.
And up next, Dave's got a submarine for us. He likes his submarines.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not flipping it. It's doing that on on its own. I don't know what this thing's doing.
I'm not touching it.
Caught in a loop.
It's probably Ben.
Ben's messing with us.
Yeah. Since he can't hear us, he's just messing with the
He's
slide.
gonna mess with us. So I'll fix you guys. You sabotage my.
Did you break it?
Steven asking, yes, if your kit was there, whoever brought your kit was supposed to bring you a pin back. If your kit ended up in our Squadron museum, which, by the way, there are, I don't know how many, 3 or 4, maybe 5 of them that ended up coming home with us. What happened was we were told the tiger meat had to be cleared out at 5 o'clock. So when we went in there to get our tablecloths and signs and all that, there were still a few P-47s left. Instead of leaving them there to where who knows what would have happened to them, we decided to pack them up and bring them back with us so that at least we would know where they are and could get them back to you at some time. I've heard from most everybody, and everybody knows that they're at our shop. I think there's one of them, maybe 2, that I have not heard from you. So if you're missing your P-47, we might have it. But anyway, if you did not get a pin and your P-47 was there, whether you were or not, please email me and we will get you one of those pins.
Did you ever figure out who did the shadow box?
No, that is the one that I have at the shop that I have not heard from.
So when
maybe that's him.
When I was packing that model up, there's a little battery compartment in the back that powered the lights that were inside the shadow box, and I put the pin inside the little battery compartment.
Yep, and I saw that when we got it back to the shop. We stuck it in the display case, and so that's cool. Yeah, if you don't have a pin and you had a jug there, just let us know. So this is Dave's USS Dallas, and you can see some of his hardware, if you will. He always does a nice job and wins with his kits. He did make a comment that he's got another sub that he took, and Dave, forgive me, I forget which one it was, but of the 2 that he took, the judges picked this one over the other one, if I understood his email correctly. Because at Nationals, in the category, if you enter more than one model in a particular category, they have a rule that they call no sweeps, meaning that you will not win first, second, and third. One of your 3 models will win either first, second, or third, but not all.
The judges will usually try to pick the best of the 3 that you have on the table.
Yep. Sure. So that this is the model in that category that they chose to look at from Dave's entries. But I'd have probably chose it too. It looks great, at least from these pictures. It does. Nice. Yeah.
I see. Was it the Dallas that was in Red October?
Yep.
Did it have the DS bar V on the back of it?
It did.
I thought it did.
Yep.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah. Brett just said the same thing, like in the
Red October. Like in Red October, exactly.
And of course, Stephen Cole. Give me 1 ping, Vasily. 1 ping only, please.
Tell us about it, Sean. Things don't react well with bullets in here.
Bullets, yeah.
I like that line.
All right, Dave. Well, thank you for showing us that one. Next up, we got Lance, and he came to see us at Nationals.
What a great guy. It was awesome meeting you, Lance. We got to hang out and talk. Well, I'm being serious. I'm not being a
I know. No, I know you are.
It was just really cool. The reasoning for him doing what he does. He's put a whole different twist on the hobby that we do.
Right. Well, this one in particular is signed by Charles White. So let's take a look at this. And if any of you are here for the first time, perhaps Lance, month after month for like close to a year now, he sends us 3 models for show and tell, and they're always signed by a pilot or a crew or a family member or somebody that has some tie to the subject matter.
His version of an autograph book.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a good way to put it, Tom.
Exactly what it is. Very cool.
Which kit did he say this was? Tamiya. Okay. Well, we haven't said it tonight, so I guess now's a good time to say, can't go wrong with a Tamiya.
Can't go wrong with Tamiya. Exactly.
There you go.
There you go.
It's great.
Signed under the bottom. I know I've said this 1,000 times every time we pull up his models, but the fact that he had this model ready whenever he meets these guys, I don't know. You know, like Jeff, for example, if you knew you were going somewhere in a month and you were going to get to meet a pilot of whatever, and you had a month to build the model, are you going to get it done? I mean, Lance and a lot of these guys, and, you know, I don't know every one of these people that are signing his models, but in a lot of cases, they're gone. You know, and some of these models he had signed years ago.
Right.
But it's just amazing that he's able to have so many signatures. So this one's an Italeri 48 scale. What's the funky looking thing called?
Osprey.
Yeah, Osprey. So signed by Marine Captain, who is now Dr. Kevin Allen.
Okay. What's the designation for the Osprey? A Y-22? I can't think of the designation.
V-22.
V-22. Okay. Yeah, vertical takeoff.
Yeah.
VT.
I just, this is one of those airframes that just baffles me.
Have you ever seen one fly?
Yes.
Okay.
And they make a ridiculous amount of noise.
Yes, they do.
I've
seen 3 of them fly by. I went, what is that?
And I just, I mean, in truth, it's probably, you know, the direction that we're going with a lot of aircraft designs, as conventional helicopters will probably eventually be phased out of by stuff like this.
Yeah, but how long has that thing been in development before they finally put it online?
Yeah. And now I guess there's rumors that they're actually pulling them out of service. They're being retired. So I don't know if that's any, I saw that recently. It came across my feed or whatever.
Oh, wow. Lance just said his son-in-law went to medical school with this guy.
Okay.
Very cool.
There you go.
Wow. It's signed all over the place. 2001 to 2021. Okay.
Very cool. All right. And finally, he has a 48 scale Hasegawa Growler.
A Growler.
And I can't see who it's signed by because my slide controls are in the middle of it. Can you guys?
Adam Daymood.
Okay.
Yeah, 18-year Navy vet, Afghanistan and Iraq.
I got to remember that to not put the words so far down because the slide controls cover it up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's got the camo tail with the scorpion.
That's cool looking.
Nice. Kick the tires and light the fires.
It's another airplane that you don't realize how big it really is until you're standing next to it.
Pretty good size airplane, especially the 2-seat.
I love that tail. That's cool.
Yeah, I do like the tail. That's cool.
There's that signature.
Yep.
Well, Lance, you continue to amaze me with how many signatures you have on models. So look forward to seeing what you got for us next month, buddy.
Nice.
All right, up next, we got Roger, and he's done an X Plus kit of Dracula.
I want to suck your neck. Wow. Bela.
I'm not going to say a word.
You're not going to say a word?
Not saying a word. Nope.
All right, well, how about this? This guy or the 60-foot tarantula?
Well, yeah, again, you're putting me in a rough spot here, you know. You
They're
wouldn't
both
hit a bat with glasses, would you? Come on, that's one of the best cartoons of all time. Bugs Bunny meets Dracula.
Bugs Bunny meets Dracula. Yeah.
Man, when this came out, all the monster guys were just going nuts about it. It was a nice kit.
Oh yeah. It's got Bela's face.
Pocus.
What?
Walla Walla, Washington.
Walla Walla, Washington. Okay.
Yep. Now I set him off. Sorry.
Abracadabra, I'm an umpire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You wouldn't hit a bat with glasses, would you?
Hit the bat with glasses.
Newport News.
All right. Well, thank you for sending that one in, Tom Andrews. Yeah, we got to move on down the road a little bit. We still got.
We're having fun.
We are having fun. We have, just so you guys know, we have 93 slides left.
Oof.
Oh, we're going to be here to midnight.
I told you it's going to be a good show. Well, we're just going to have to hit the mute button on Jeff, and we'll make it in 10 minutes.
Oh, he'll be all right.
All right, look at this. This is when I was setting it up earlier and I saw this, I'm like, this is really cool. Just, I don't know, the brightness, the colors. I would not want to be the one that painted it, but he did a good job.
Yes, he did. Lots of striping going on. Wow.
And I love when things like this are displayed on a mirror like that. You know, most of my models that actually get finished, I wouldn't want you to see the bottom.
No, that one's definitely got to show off. That's a good one. Very nice. Well, it commemorates 250 years.
Yep.
It's
yeah.
And that's just very patriotic and very cool.
I'm trying not to laugh. Jeff's over there like purposely being.
He's not going to say anything. He zipped up a while ago. Did you watch him? You throw away the key? Yeah.
Well, he's going to talk now.
Uh-oh.
Look, he can't help it.
Uh-oh.
He's got to. He's got to say something because Sam built something near and dear to him. Uh-oh. And, you know, so here it comes. Come on, Jeff. Let's hear about it.
Super 6-1 was the MH-60 Black Hawk that was flown by Michael Durant in Mogadishu, which was shot down on October 3rd of 1993.
Yep.
And
I
have a piece of this helicopter.
There you go.
And for those of you who didn't know, Michael is a acquaintance of mine.
Yeah, this is nice.
Yep.
Which kid did he say this was?
ICM.
Okay, good.
ICM also did the, or was it Mini Art that did the little birds from the 160th SOAR?
That ICM just did it.
Yeah, and the little birds that came in and they made runs all night long covering us.
Oh, yeah.
Very, very nice. Next up, we've got Justin and Jason, two brothers that like building Gundams. So this first one, Justin says this is not an official Bandai kit. This is a third-party kit, as he calls it.
Huh.
And it is a Gundam from the Gundam 00 movie.
Huh.
And they had this at our club meeting Monday night.
Yep.
And you can't tell it from these pictures, but this thing's got blinking lights all over it. All those translucent green areas, they're all glowing.
Yep.
Yeah, this is one of those categories that I know absolutely nothing about, but every time I see something like this, I'm just like, this is really cool.
Oh, yeah.
I just don't know anything about it. Jeff, we're getting more and more of this kind of stuff showing up at our local shows down here. Y'all getting any of it up in your area?
Yeah, the Gundam community well, it started out. I think it kind of launched at Madison. Um, I made a concerted effort to reach out to the Gundam community to try to get them to the national convention.
Hmm.
And we had, if you were at nationals in Madison and you were in the Tiger Meat area, you met Sergio Barrientos, who had 3 or 4 tables full of Gundam kits, and he did a really fine job of advocating for the hobby and kind of dissuading the myths that IPMS members, a lot of them had about, you know, snap tight kits and you don't paint them or they're all pre-colored. And Sergio's one of those guys who takes a kit and like what Jason does and brings it to that next level. He does the painting, he does the weathering, and he is as much a modeler as
Right.
they are actually in a lot of ways better modelers than we are in a lot of our verticals.
Hmm.
And I have noticed that since Madison, IPMS has really kind of opened up to the Gundam community and sort of done a good job of welcoming them into the organization. They've now gotten a lot of their own categories, so they're not just lumped generically into the science
Right.
fiction category. They now have their own
own
dedicated
category.
categories.
Yep.
And
And
let's
Jeff,
face it.
I want you to continue, but I'm going to start showing Jason's slides here. This is Justin's brother, Jason, that's done a 100 scale lizard kit. So I'm going to flip the slides here, but go ahead, continue that thought.
It's good because in the grand scheme of things, the Gundam community is considerably larger than the scale model community that we belong to. The aircraft, armor, ship guys, and even the car guys. The Gundam community is considerably larger, and they are completely off the radar of scale modeling organizations. Um, I've gone to and David just mentioned it. I've gone down to the Gundam build nights, the build days that they have, and there's 40, 50, 60 kids and adults, and they're all building Gundams.
Mm.
And you're lucky to get 20 people to show up to an IPMS meeting
Right.
talking about conventional subjects. So they are out there, and I think that if we want to perpetuate the hobby of plastic modeling, we've got to get beyond this. We've got to find a common denominator beyond I build aircraft or I build armor or I build ships or I build cars.
Right.
Back when there were thousands and thousands of people in this hobby, we could afford to do that. We could afford to make little clicks. And I'm only an aircraft guy, or I'm only an armor guy, I'm only a car guy. As the hobby is shrinking in its population, I think we need to kind of change the denominator to I build plastic models and it doesn't matter what we build.
Right.
But we have just as much, if not more, in common with the Gundam community. And we don't even know they really exist, and they don't even know we exist, and we need to do a better job of that.
Oh yeah. Well,
and Jason and Justin are doing that.
Oh yeah, and Jason made the comment that I think Monday night he said that perhaps armor guys can sympathize with him. He said the armor belt or the ammo belt is 56 individual links to put that thing together on this kit.
Yep.
These guys, and yes, there are basic Gundam kits that you can go and build in an afternoon. But there are some seriously hardcore, complex, full-on frame, suit builds that are, you got to know what you're doing.
Oh, yeah. Well, this one that Jason did, this is a scale model of a real Gundam, or at least a real 1-to-1 scale statue of a Gundam over in Japan.
Yeah.
If you've ever seen that, they built a real one. And you can barely see it in this picture, but if you look down at the bottom sitting on that little piece of foam, that is a guy, a person, a human.
Yep.
Yep. So just to put it into scale how big these things are now, imagine a real one of those over in Japan.
Yeah.
So
now you give me one of those things and I'd go after the 60-foot tarantula.
There you go.
Yeah,
there you go.
Well,
this is neat, Jason. I appreciate you guys sending this. And, Jeff, to your point about, welcoming all types of models in. That's exactly what the ModelCon Eagle Quest show. One of our mottos here is in the Chattanooga Scale Modelers Club is if you glue it together, or in this case, snap it together, and paint it, it's welcome.
Yeah, absolutely.
Gundam is going to have its very own category in the contest this year. Warhammer has its own category. And then there's yet another category for all other wargaming. There's a lot of BattleTech guys and other types of wargaming. So all those guys have their own categories. Model railroaders have their own category at ModelCon. So like I said, if you put it together and you paint it, you weather it, you polish it, whatever it is you do to it, we want to see it, whether it's in the contest or the display only area.
I heard we're going to have a dedicated category for 135th scale Doras. To go with 144 scale Fletchers. So,
yeah, there you go.
Yeah, if I could get enough people to actually do that, that would be a sight.
Could you imagine?
Wow.
And all the guys in the club watching tonight are saying, no, we can't get enough tables for that.
Yeah.
That would take up a lot.
Heck, one of them takes up one table.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right, Jason, thank you for sending these in, and Justin as well. Next up, we got Glenn Ellis, and he's done a couple of Tamiya kits in the same box. You guys will recognize his work in just a moment with his box art. Yeah, so he's done the half track and the Flak 36 set that includes a couple little extras like a motorcycle.
That's the one he had at the meeting the other night, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm, it is.
Thought it was. Cool.
What is the little gun on the far right side?
No, you'd have to ask me that.
Well, regardless of what it is, it's super cool because it's on skis.
The 37 millimeter on skis.
No, it's a, what do they call it? Panzerknocker. Let me.
Oh, it is different looking. Yeah,
it's just the coolest looking little thing.
Yeah, it's a squeeze bore anti-tank weapon. Let me look it up because my brain is slightly.
Yeah, look at this. I like that. Every time we see one of these with the rifles back there, I just think it's the coolest thing.
Oh, yeah.
Tom, this is probably a kit that you've built before.
What's that now?
All this old Tamiya stuff, these old guns.
Yeah.
You ever done any of them?
The 8-ton I built many, many years ago. And, of course, I've still got the 88 down in my model room. It's probably not all together, but I've still got it laying around in maybe pieces.
Right.
I probably built back in the mid-70s,
I got you. Well, these are oldies but goodies.
Yes, they are oldies but
a lot of those old Tamiya kits still hold up. And
yeah, exactly. Well,
I've still got
my my Tiger 1 in 24 scale.
Oh, really?
In the early 70s.
Wow.
I got one still.
All right. Well, I'm gonna move on, Jeff. When you figure out what that's called, let me know.
Yeah, I think it's a 2.8 centimeter or 4.2 centimeter squeeze bore. So what they did was they actually the barrel opening was larger at the top than it was at the bottom.
Yes.
So when they fired it, it actually went into a smaller opening, and that kinetic energy then accelerated. It had ridiculous velocity.
All right. Well, cool.
That's going to drive me nuts now until I figured it out.
All right. Are they let's see. All right. Pupkin. That's what they're saying in the chat.
Pupkin. Thank you. That's
Pupkin. Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. Well, cool. Well, thank you for sending that, Glenn. We got 3 more modelers tonight is all. But each of these 3 modelers have 3 models for us to look at. So we got a few more slides to go, but let's check it out. Next up, we got Braden Falls. And this is a very cool one because it features our hopefully soon to be released 3D tracks for TACM's T-28 Super Heavy tanks. Braden has built both. What?
I was so wrong.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah.
Now we know.
Yeah, the
Now
pumpkin was an 8.8 centimeter. It looked like an artillery piece, but it was a breech loading rocket launcher.
Oh, a launcher. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, so this is his M28 version. And he's done this pulling its own tracks. Excuse me.
Yeah.
And this particular, I keep saying this version because in a minute you're going to see the other version that he also built. But this particular version, he put our 3D tracks on. And the way that he described it was it took him a month, or what did he say, 2 months, I think, to build the first one because of the tracks. And it took him 2 days to build this one.
With our tracks.
With our tracks, yes.
Yeah,
so
3D tracks that snap together instead of whatever.
So he was happy with it.
Well, yeah.
But he's a big T-28 fan. It was funny the last month when these things were released, he showed up to the model club meeting wearing a T-28 shirt that he got down at the museum.
Nice.
So he's definitely a fan. So
No doubt.
he really enjoyed building these. And this M28 kit, in the instructions, they give you a couple, I don't know, 2 or 3 different kind of what if paint schemes. So this paint scheme that he chose was one of those. I forget what it was called or whatever, but it was one of those what if paint schemes, and they gave a whole scenario of why it would have been painted this way. So,
and this is the very first time that I have ever designed and developed a set of tracks without actually having the kit. So,
thankfully, it worked out.
I think we did a pretty good job.
It worked out.
So there's the T-28 on the right, and he built that one as it sits in the museum.
Yep.
And his plan is to put the one broken down for transport. He's planning on putting that on a rail car.
Let's see. They did have that one up at Fort Knox, correct? Back in
Correct.
the day? Okay. I've stood on that tank. I got a picture of me standing on that tank.
Oh, okay. That is this version of his model.
Yep.
The Army had a problem with it when they moved it. When they transported it, apparently they took a corner too sharp and it slid off the back of the flatbed. And yeah, fortunately, this is such a big, heavy tank that it didn't do any damage to it. But I think somebody probably lost some stripes in that.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah, somebody was a staff sergeant running around now as a private after that little escapade.
Yeah,
It looks like an armored turtle.
Yeah.
And Braden, so we took pictures of it the other night. He said, "Here, go ahead and pick it up." He filled the entire thing with lead. It weighs like 5 or 10 pounds.
Yeah.
He wanted it to feel heavy when you pick it up. And
He wanted it to have some weight.
Yep, he succeeded with that.
That looks good. That's nice.
Oh, yeah.
Done.
It's a very
That's
nice
an
job
awful
on that.
lot of track links for a single model kit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, and this particular one are the kit parts, and he said it took forever to do that. So we'll get our versions out sometime. So next up, he's got his IS-3, and the first picture is it's sitting next to the T-28 for size comparison.
Yep.
And the IS-3 is not a small tank.
And that's why he said he wanted to put it side by side just to.
So you can get a comparison of how big that thing was. Yep.
This old Tamiya kit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Jeff, I guess I'll have to build a tank sometime for you.
Well, you let me know what you're going to do, and we'll take care of you.
All right.
We got the reference materials and the photos and the parts and tracks,
Paint.
all kinds of good stuff. I was going to
Very
say,
cool.
you know, I might even pull something out of the stash and bring it down for you to build, but then I kind of realized how stupid that actually is.
I probably got something laying around here somewhere.
Yeah, I'm sure you could find
I'm
something.
thinking he's got a whole warehouse he can pull from.
Yeah.
There's probably 2 or 3 things I might like back there.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
Braden, thank you for showing us this one. Up next, we got Randy Van Dyke. He's got a couple figures for us to look at. He says this is Colonel Mortimer for a few
dollars more.
And he specifically said not from The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
Yep.
Levon Cleave.
That's what most people think when they see this model that he's done.
Well, I watched an interview with Clint Eastwood the other day, and he talked about a fistful of dollars, a few dollars more, and The Good, Bad, and the Ugly. Wow. And they were all, because all those 3 films were all like kind of done like back to back to back.
Mm-hmm.
So they were like, you know, mixing and matching characters. So like a good guy a good guy in the first movie was a bad guy in the second movie and stuff like that. And
that's funny.
And Eastwood actually said one of the hardest parts of doing the film was we were like doing lines from the other film, and we were kind of reverting back to the previous movie that we had done. He goes, it was kind of hard to all keep it in check.
That's funny.
Yeah. Lee Van Cleef.
Lee Van Cleef.
Done a great job on this, of course. And up next, so you know how, I don't know, if we're building planes and you're a P-47 guy, you build P-47s all the time. So Randy is apparently a big Punisher fan because we have seen so many of his Punisher kits through the couple of years we've been doing this show and tell. And this is yet his latest version of Punisher. This one has a total of 6 different heads that he's got on magnets, so they're swappable. Wow. 8 different arms and weapons options, and it's all interchangeable with magnets.
Okay.
Yeah, and these are big dudes. These are like 1/4 scale. Yeah.
Yeah, he's big.
I looked like that once.
Sure you did.
I did.
Okay.
Even had the same haircut.
I can believe that.
Wasn't quite that good looking though.
Good looking weapon there.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good looking figure, really. I mean, it's well done.
Yeah,
very well done.
And it you know, Randy is one of those guys. He and Anya have they've developed this technique of doing shadows in the skin tones.
Oh yeah.
And it's just amazing how they can bring out the
Well, and not only that, but look at all the different blacks that he's got in here.
Yeah, that's like what I'm looking at.
Yeah.
If this was me doing this figure, it would look so horrible because it would basically be one color of black. There's no telling how many different shades of blacks and grays that he's got going on in here to differentiate literally everything.
Black to me is very hard to weather and make look realistic.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. He knows how to do it. He gets the holes right. He can just get it right.
Oh, yeah. Well, thank you, Randy, for that. The next one, this one is pretty cool. Check this out.
Oh, you get away from me, Nene.
Yep, Dr. Smith and Will Robinson.
You baboon.
No, I'm not going to say a word.
Oh, come on.
At least you can see both of Dr. Smith's hands. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay, well, that's good.
Oh, gosh. Well, this is when he sent this over, I thought this was really neat.
What's the Will Robinson's real name? What's his name? He's a musician.
The actor? I don't.
Yeah, the actor. He is an actual musician. He played in the show. He played guitar in the show every now and then, but
okay.
He went on to be a musician.
I got you. Oh, Billy Mummy.
Billy Mummy. That's exactly right. That's who he is. Billy Mummy.
Yeah, everybody's telling you over in the chat.
He's still out there making music.
Okay.
I think he even did a song called the something about Will Robinson or something like that. The Legend of Will Robinson.
You know, it amazes me how we can ask a question, and if
I
the
know.
three of us don't know it, somebody over there's got the answer
Somebody
like
will
right
know.
off the top of their head.
No, we got a bunch of there's a whole bunch of knowledge in this chat room each Wednesday, and I appreciate you guys being here. Randy sent another couple of pictures. Zoned out there for a second. A couple other pictures that we didn't put on here tonight, and so we'll show them in a future show. But for now, we're going to move on to our very last one that many of you have probably seen by now, but I can't do the show and tell without showing you Keith Zimmerman's RSO that he built. And this is Tamiya's newest. It's not out yet, but you can pre-order them on our website now. The release date is September 25th. See how I segued this into a commercial?
Wow, sure.
Look at that.
But
right back after these words from our sponsor.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, Keith knocked this out of the park. Talking about, he did that B-24 in a short amount of time. Well, and then we talked about Anya building that figure in 4 days. I think Keith did this in 3 days, if I remember correctly.
Pretty quick.
Yep. So he just really knocked it out of the park. And this was done not, 2, maybe 3 days before Nationals. We picked this up from his house on the way to Nationals Monday. And I think we shipped it to him because we didn't get him till Wednesday or Thursday prior to the show. I think that he got it Friday and we picked it up Monday. And that was the RSO and the Pack 38. He did both at the same time. So that just amazes me. And we really appreciate you doing this, Keith. And the guys over at Tamiya USA appreciated it too. It was nice to have this on display at the show.
Very nice. He dressed it up a little bit with a barrel and stuff.
Oh, look, it's even got the original trailer hitch pin.
Oh, yeah. It does.
Yeah, it does. I lost the pin. So Keith, I don't think Keith even knows that. So Keith, if you're listening, we get to the show, we're taking it out. Excuse me, I am taking it out. It was all my fault. And we stuck the Pack 38 on there, and I go to put the pin in. I had the pin on one of Jeff's pair of tweezers, and I'm going, and then all of a sudden, boing!
It went.
It went. So Craig at Tamiya USA happened to be standing there when it happened. And he's like, oh, wow, that's too bad. I'm like, yeah, it is. Well, the bad part is somebody crawled around on the floor and found it.
Wow.
I was like, yes, found it.
Wow.
So I go to put it in again. Boing! It's gone again. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. So Craig goes, wow, again. And he said, look, I've got some spare parts over at the booth. I'll be right back. So thankfully he brought it. He had an extra pin. Jeff painted it up, and nobody ever had to know except I just admitted all that to you. So, but it really does look good. And this too is on display in the shop. So if anybody wants to swing by and see what one of these things looks like, you can come see it. Then you can get one on pre-order, and we'll have it ready for you on September 25th.
It's a cool vehicle.
Oh, yeah.
Very cool vehicle.
And I've had a lot of questions from people asking when are they going to do other versions of it. I have no idea. And one thing that I can tell you about Tamiya, as you probably all have figured out by now with this release, they are one company in this industry that knows how to keep a secret. So
they did it.
Us included, nobody will know until they're ready for us to know about what their plans are on this or anything else they've got.
Yep. Nice job.
Oh, yeah. So there you have it. That is the August edition of the show and tell.
We went an hour longer than we normally do.
Yes,
we do, but most everybody's still hanging out. So we certainly appreciate that.
I crashed from my caffeine high, so
yeah.
I just need to go.
No, you're just thinking about, I really hope there's no tarantulas in here.
No, this kind of ran the full gamut. There was the tarantulas, and
Oh yeah,
You
there's
know,
everything.
the Bride of Frankenstein with that tattoo that would, just that kind of kills it after the first date.
Oh,
There was Black Hawk Down, which kind of, was an emotional kick in the pants.
oh yeah.
And yeah, and just so much good stuff to look at.
Oh yeah,
It's just
little bit of everything tonight.
yeah, it's really you mentioned that very early on when we were talking about, we had concerns about whether or not we were ever always going to have enough material to justify
Right.
doing this.
Right.
And now we could literally do this as a weekly thing,
Yep.
which might not be a bad idea to start a second show. But I want to thank everyone who has participated and who has stuck with us through this 2 hours and 35 minutes. It's a lot of fantastic work, and thank you so much.
One thing that I want to bring up real quick, and then Tom, I'll shift it back over to you. But this is a question for you too, possibly.
Okay.
Two Hands has asked us a few times tonight if we have found the Easter egg in the flyer. I got to say, I'm not 100% sure what he's talking about. You got any ideas, Jeff?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm not sure, buddy. I don't know. Give us a little bit more hint.
Yeah.
Which flyer are we looking at?
What flyer?
I don't know. It's probably one we made.
I'm sure it is.
So
what it is, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, what about you, Tom? What did you think about tonight? A bunch of good stuff.
Oh man, I had a blast tonight. This is one of more of the enjoyable shows to do. I mean, I've really enjoyed it. A lot of good stuff. Hanging out with friends, it's always good.
Oh yeah. Well, we had so many different types of models. I mean, everything from I hate to call it the normal, but aircraft and armor and ships. That's kind of the normal. Everything to, like what Jonathan just said, the stool sample.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
So we literally had a little bit of, one thing that I don't think that I remember seeing much of tonight, if any. I don't think we had any cars tonight. No, we did. Emmett's Porsche.
Your son had a car.
Kicked it right off.
Yep, that's right. So yeah, we literally had some of everything. So that's awesome. That's awesome. Well, that's going to be it for now.
Let me throw this up real quick, just as a quick reminder. This is, if you go to the EAA website, eaa.org, and then you click on museum, and then you look at museum events. EAA's Scale Venture is back. It'll be October 17th, 2026. From 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. The theme of the award, or the theme of the show, is Tomcats and MiGs, and we have guest speakers and guest judges who are both MiG pilots and F-14 pilots. Cool. In fact, our judges, the speaker series for that evening is F-14 pilot Megan Flanagan. So she was an F-14 pilot that actually flew combat missions in the Gulf, and she's going to be choosing the best F-14 out of the bunch. It is it's an all category show, so car guys and Gundam guys and sci-fi guys and ship guys, armor guys, everyone is welcome. This is not dedicated just to aircraft. Cool. And I will be there. I'm involved with the production, so if you're in the upper Midwest and you have nothing to do on October 17th, come up and pay us a visit.
Great. Sounds like a good one. Wish I could be there. I'm going to get there one of these days.
I tried to get you up there, but...
I know. Well, so we have, I think, 4 shows down in this neck of the woods that we're doing in between October and November, and it's just not going to be in the cards this year. No. Couple things real quick. Two Hands says, look on page 17 of the B-24. So Two Hands, if you're referring to the controls being upside down, we are aware of that. And Keith's aware of that. He was, as we mentioned, how fast he put this kit together. He kind of just flew through some of which is crazy to say when you look at what he did, that he flew through it. But he was flying through it. And by the time he realized that they were upside down, it was closed up, and he had the choice of leaving it or taking it back apart. And had he taken it back apart, we might not have had it on display at Nationals. So the pictures, the pictures are there forever, but the actual model itself, you can hardly tell. So if that's what you're talking about, we're aware. and we give Keith a hard time, but it's all fun. He laughs about it now, and and then Braden's asking about the Drammy models. I don't know. I've got sometime in the next week or so, I should have a list of what's coming on this first shipment from January. I don't know if it's 1 or 2 kits or if it's 10. I really don't know yet. So, but like I said, in the next week or so, I should have some more information on exactly what Drammy is doing. And earlier in the show, somebody mentioned something that I forgot to mention. So Zimmy Models bought the Dragon molds. They also just bought Model Collect. So I don't know what the plans are there yet. But as you can imagine, with Kitty Hawk and Panda and Dragon and Model Collect, they've got a lot going on at the moment. So as soon as we know, you guys will know, and we'll put it up on the website or tell you here on Wednesday night. But it's exciting. I'm glad to see a lot of these molds and a lot of this tooling from these companies are not going to go bye-bye, and Zimmy's going to be putting those out as quickly as possible. So cool. Guys, I guess that's all we got for now.
That's it.
All right.
I'm done.
All right.
I was going to work on this, and I think I'm just going to go to bed.
There you go. Well, y'all have a good evening, and I will talk to you in the morning.
Thanks for your time, everyone.
See you guys.
Guys, thank you so much for being here with us tonight. This was a lot of fun. I know it was a long show, but we had a lot of good stuff to look at, and I really appreciate you all submitting your models for our show and tell. We will do it again next month in September. I don't have an exact date yet. Let's see. We always announce the date, before, but I've got a couple of places I've got to go next month, so I need to look at my calendar. It'll probably be towards the end of the month, either the 23rd or the 30th, but I will let you know for sure, perhaps next week. But please send your submissions in next week, same place, same time, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, right here on Squadron TV. We'll do this again next week. We're going to hang out with you guys in the chat, answer some questions, and see what you guys want to talk about. We call it the Q&A night. It's going to be a good time. I hope you'll join us then. Until then, y'all take it easy. Have a